It's the Drinking Texas radio show on KTAFradio.com, coming to you live from the Texas Shiner Studios in beautiful Round Rock, Texas. Sponsored by 5C Construction, Jimmy Pierce Designs, and Just Us Plumbing, and as well as Shiner Beer.
Shiner Beer.
And if you notice, we got a new song this week.
I'm confused.
Oh.
I
Well,
thought
you
we
usually
were doing.
don't,
I
right?
thought we were doing a show. This sounds like a party.
It is a goddamn party.
All right.
We got Jonas Lawrence and Dan Sullivan in the house.
Okay.
Party
Hey.
animals extraordinaire.
Yeah, they ran by me to get to their seats, so I couldn't tell who it was.
The only,
we were closed.
yeah, the only way I know Jonas is usually by him standing in the stall at the airport.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So normal musicians show up late. Y'all were actually on time.
Well, we were a minute early. I mean, come on, give us credit.
Oh
How
my.
this week's gone is just everything's been like last minute.
Yeah. No, yeah. That was Mike goes. They're not gonna be here.
They're not gonna make it.
Mickey's like, they're gonna make it.
Yeah.
We did
I,
make it.
I don't care.
So she believed in you.
Yeah. Yeah. At least somebody did. And that's the main thing, you know, because life is all about, I don't know what.
No.
I'm still trying to figure that shit
Yeah, we're
out.
working on that.
Yeah. Anyway, Mike,
Yes.
how you doing?
Oh, wonderful.
Good.
Absolutely, just great. I mean, this is a good week. There's new music coming out at the end of it.
Ooh, like on a Saturday?
Like on a Saturday.
Like at Backport Social?
Oh, that might be.
So we'll get to that here in a little while.
Okay.
But,
Yes.
gentlemen, how y'all doing?
I'm
Right.
great.
Happy it's hump day.
Mhm.
Over that hump, it's all downhill from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Feels
people
good.
at work wish it wasn't hump day when I'm around. Grab them and just yell big spoon. At least till HR shows up.
Yeah.
That's been a good week.
And they're
Yeah.
like,
Crazy
no,
week.
No, you got to take your turn. Okay.
School's going all right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Today's it's what we call a wild Wednesday.
Oh.
That's over with today. It was wild. It was no question. It was a fight first thing in the morning. Yeah, there was like
Who'd you fight?
it was like the outsiders. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was a bunch of fifth graders, and it was a lot of colorful language.
What's it?
Yeah,
Nice.
and some body slamming and all that kind
No
of. Yeah,
joke.
oh yeah, punches.
V didn't
yeah.
tell me about that, but she doesn't tell me about shit.
No.
It's
I
all
can't
right.
mention
though.
any names. Sorry,
Was Fred there?
Fred was totally all
God
in.
dang.
He started the whole thing.
Dadgum Fred.
And Jonas, you, I assume, just woke up, yeah?
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. It was a long night, though. We had rehearsal last night.
Did you?
Yes, we had rehearsal because Dan has a band, and he's a sleigh driver with the
Yeah.
band, so we had to work really hard to get those songs down last night.
And then this afternoon, after Dan woke up from his nap, he rolled over and said, "Jonas, we gotta get to the show."
So we hopped in and hauled butt over here.
Hell yeah!
I thought I saw a picture from that session with Stoney was there.
Uh,
Or was that a different
Yeah,
guy?
no,
Rick.
It was Rick Brewer,
Yeah.
Donnie's brother, and then Tim Castellan, bass player in Jonas Lawrence Band.
Right, okay.
The award-winning Jonas Lawrence Band.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought I saw.
take it
I
badass.
thought I saw a post from Stoney Gable as well. It must have been an older picture.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Did they still look like this?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, they were wearing opposite clothes, but yeah.
Anyway, Mike,
All right.
you got a question today?
I do, but let's start the show the way we start every show
With
a little-
you handing me a beer.
with a little tequila.
How is there not beer on the
Damn
table? There should be Shiner beers all over this
Yeah. What do
place.
you want?
Ooh, it's the Texas special.
I'll take either a Shiner or a special.
You can have a Shiner. There's one more. There's one more vodka, and we're Texas specialing it here.
Yeah, have you had Texas special
No.
yet? I know you
looking forward
haven't.
to it. I like
It's-
that,
Yeah,
Regular or light?
I'll do the regular, please.
There you go.
Thank you.
Jonas.
I'll
Thank
take a
you.
light.
All right, there you go.
I'm a full-figured gal.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, we also have Rufflemans.
Yeah, there's rumplements there in case things
Oh,
go
okay.
sideways.
Okay. Jonas is like, cool, I'll pass.
But anyway, we open every show with a tequila, a premium.
Ah.
And so this is today's. We're going with Astral Blanco. So Astral is wonderful because it's a premium. It's additive free. It's a weird one because it's been around for years. this is the third different distillery that's had it. And they're doing fine. They're doing fine. It's lowland agave, so it should have a little sort of.
It sounds like you've got a lot of confidence in the coach. That he's definitely going to be around next year. And
Yeah. No, it's good stuff. It's lowland. It's Tahona wheel. It's very traditionally done. They used to make it where they make tequila 512. Then they moved it to another place that currently doesn't even, since they left, doesn't even make tequila anymore. And so now they're at, where are they? Grupo de Solave, 1607. The only other tequila of note that they make is, what's her face? 818.
okay.
The,
The Kardashian.
the Kardashian one.
They got sued from 512.
Because they use the same label.
Oh.
Yeah, it used to be made at the same place as
Did
512.
they make the
but-
label on Canva or something?
Yeah, I guess.
Probably.
It was early AI. It didn't know what it was doing. But so this one here is actually, well, you taste it, you tell me. I think it's wonderful, and it's one of the cheapest ones you're going to find that's an additive-free premium tequila. It comes in right around $21, $22.
Oh, shit.
okay.
Yeah, that's
It's my budget.
really good. Yeah, that's good shit. Here's to y'all.
All right.
It's
yeah.
good.
It's
Hey,
a
show
drink
it
in
up.
Texas.
Yeah, darn right.
I'll have what drink in Texas is having. Is that Jonas?
No, they didn't.
No, he can't look that far.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I definitely saw that.
that's nice. Because Dan's noticed that. He's been here enough that he's noticed that. Because I did every week.
Yeah.
I'll take a lyric from the guest and put it up there, and
Nice.
and
It's a special touch.
you know who notices it?
Nobody.
Dan. Just
Oh,
Dan.
Dan. Yeah, Dan does.
That's it.
Well, I noticed it's episode 254.
Yes.
Good job, Jonas.
See, I'm paying
So-
attention
oh.
to. I'm learning.
So
I'm learning.
it's been a month since you've been on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was at 250.
Oh, I know. You don't even remember that, do you?
No.
It was at the Backport Social.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
That was a great time.
That was our 250th episode.
That was great.
Yeah.
Jonas like, I can't remember that night at all. How much did that drink that night? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
right. A lot of things have happened since then. So
All right. So we got nobody who hates it, right?
Oh, this
Oh,
is
I
fantastic.
It's
All
delicious.
right, yeah. So all right. So certified excellent. There you go. That's a good one.
There you go.
That's a
Yeah.
starter tequila. I don't like tequila. I've never had it.
That's delicious.
Start there, man.
See, so many people say that. I talk to so many people that I don't like tequila. I get too messed up on it. Can't drink it. Well, you drink crap tequila.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So we can find you a good tequila.
Yeah.
That you'll love.
That's delicious.
Right. So to veer off the topic real quick, because I don't know if you remember. I do. Was it Monday? Last Monday, a week ago Monday, we did our artist spotlight. We did Jonas songs.
Oh yeah.
Did you listen to any of that?
Yes, he
I don't
did.
know.
He listened to all of them
No.
because he is a loyal listener and such a fan, and knew he was coming on the show and wanted to be abreast of what we were
I'm
doing.
just wondering because I've never talked to
You're
anybody so soon after their episode, whether they've listened to it or not. And it's not that I want to know if you listened to it. I want to know that if you heard it, was any of the stuff we said in between the songs even remotely accurate?
Nope.
Okay then. We're doing our job.
And Jonas is like, y'all have a show?
All right. So you did ask about question of the day. I'm going to go ahead and hit it. And this is in the news. I know we don't follow the news. In the news.
I love nudes.
And he does follow them. A biotech company called Colossus has produced, for lack of a better term, 3 extinct dire wolves.
I saw this.
Oh!
Yes.
Is it 3 or 2? I
Three.
was- okay,
There's 3,
I thought it was
okay.
just 2. But
Yeah.
okay.
They look kind of small though in the video.
Well, they're puppies.
Puppies.
That would
They
make
don't.
sense.
They don't come out our size. That would kill whatever.
Yeah,
Essentially.
so apparently, and this is what this firm does, is they try and unextinct
Certain
Dinosaurs.
certain animals.
Yeah.
No,
They're
no,
putting them on an island.
no. First off, there's like 6 movies that show you why that's a bad idea. But
Yet dire wolves are
but
here.
yet dire wolves, right. One of Earth's fiercest predators.
And they all look like they belong to Jon Snow.
Yes.
They're all white.
Well, they were engineered that way. So they
Yeah.
used DNA from a 13,000-year-old tooth and a 72,000-year-old skull that they found.
Wow.
And then they they mated it with DNA from the gray wolf, which is the biggest wolf that's currently on Earth.
Yeah.
And they came up with these dire wolves, which have not walked the Earth in at least 12,000 years, 12,500,
Yeah.
something like that. So that's the news.
The
First question.
By the way, hold on. In case you didn't hear, they made them all female, so they couldn't reproduce. However,
Stop it. Stop it.
is that part of the question?
That's
Okay,
no.
go ahead.
No, that's not part of the question.
No,
that's that's Jurassic Park.
I know, but they did. That's what they did. They made them all female, so they couldn't reproduce. However, there's gray wolves out there. They can mate with these dire wolves
Well,
and still have
I mean,
yeah
if
upbreeds.
if they've got enough game, yeah. So the first
Hey,
question.
as long as they got a beatbox with Jonas or Dan playing,
No, no, oh
They're getting
my
it.
Lord,
they're getting it.
somebody's going to get all three of them. They bring out.
Yeah.
First question is yes or no. Good idea, bad idea, in or out.
Well, we saw Jurassic Park, and it was not a good idea in that movie, so I'm going to go with Jurassic Park.
Bad idea.
Yeah.
Bad idea.
Man, I think if it was the fact that it's a dire wolf,
Mm-hmm.
I love that. 'Cause I'm such a huge Game of Thrones
Yeah, exactly.
fan, and so like to me, that's I don't know. If it was like a anaconda snake, I'd be like, hell no. But a dire wolf, I'm like, yeah. Can I get my own? Like I want to have my own. But I want to find it in the snow, and it bonds with me. And then like if anybody comes and messes with me, mine
And you're-
just comes and just jumps
Just
on
rips its
something.
head up.
Yeah.
It won't jump on them. The things are 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
They're 7 foot
Yeah.
long.
So,
That's it, at least. They can get up to bigger. I am 6'3". You're about 6'3".
I have my high heels on.
They're bigger than us, Dan.
Yeah.
Excuse my language.
They weigh less.
Yeah.
Dire wolf is 6 foot,
Oh no, it's 7.
7
It
foot
gets
tall.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, they say these particular ones will probably top out at about 140, 150 pounds,
Wow.
which is
Oh,
smaller
Sure.
than
Sure they will.
the prehistoric ones. But
They're also bulletproof and will kill everybody.
I want one. I'm in.
so question
I'm in
number
on the
two.
dire wolf.
So question number two then.
Hold on, I didn't answer because if I get one, yes. Other than that, no. Bad dire wolves.
I'm going to say yeah. Because a wolf, I mean, it doesn't scare me unless it's just me and him locked in a room.
I've always
It's
wanted
like,
a wolf
it's
as a
like
pet.
being with Mike Tyson's
We got a lot
tiger
of
in the
deer down
backyard.
here that need to kind of be thinned out. Too.
That's it.
Yeah. We got a lot of people that need to be fed.
It's a dire situation.
Yeah.
So okay, so they've got this technology. I believe they're trying to resurrect the woolly mammoth next.
Oh boy.
So that's what they're working on. But let's say we've got this technology. What would you bring back? You can bring back any no longer.
Breakdancing? I'll bring it back. I was at the dentist yesterday, and the lady goes, "How come nobody breakdances anymore? Man, can we bring that back?" She goes, "That was real talent."
I think it was out Australian Olympia.
Yeah, that's exactly what.
I bring back Snuffleupagus.
Mhm.
Snuffleupagus
Yeah.
never left.
Well, that's the woolly mammoth.
Is he still around?
Yeah.
Is he still around? I've
We
not
don't
seen
know
him in a
because
while. Of course,
nobody
nobody on
else-
Sesame Street.
Yeah. If you remember correctly, nobody saw him for a really long time, and everybody thought Big Bird was crazy.
Yeah.
Yet they're looking and talking to a giant yellow bird, and he's crazy. Uh-huh.
I wouldn't bring back any like megalodon shark, anything like that.
No.
Because I would never get in the ocean knowing that was out there.
No, you really don't want to do that.
No.
I'd bring back Hitler so we can kill him.
No.
Apparently, dodos were very tasty.
Yeah. See the obvious.
Jimmy said dodos because apparently they were very tasty. Yeah.
Are you bringing back like humans? Is that what you're saying? Like
No.
just animals in general?
They're hoping to be able to use this technology on humans eventually, not necessarily to bring back Hitler. Sorry,
Just so we can murder.
just so we can murder him. But no, I mean, the dodo I think is the obvious answer because that's the one animal that everybody knows went extinct. So many of them have. I personally, I think I would want to see like
Buffalo.
the Tasmanian tiger.
Buffalo would be cool.
Yeah.
Well, they say that that's not officially extinct. They found one.
Did they find
I
one?
thought so. I could be wrong. Buffalo aren't extinct.
They're not?
No, they just always lose in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I thought that buffaloes as the I
No, there's some if you go to Katy and you drive, what is that, 71?
Yeah.
Out of
Are they bison or are they buffalo?
I think they're the same thing, aren't they?
yeah. I thought they were the same. Are they not?
Are they the same?
Pretty sure they are.
In North
How about
America.
how about a timber wolf here in Cedar Park? Because we know where the timber wolves, and there's no timber wolves.
They already
here.
have a. They
Well,
already
there's
have
no
the.
timber.
Yeah. If a
Cool.
timber wolf falls
Yeah.
in the woods and
It's like
nobody's
the
around to
mascot,
hear it.
like the mascot.
You can get a
Yeah.
cedar wolf, I guess.
If a timber wolf
Or a
falls in the
mesquite
woods,
And they get
nobody's
like
there to hear it.
like somebody ride the timber wolf
really
out at
fun.
halftime, and like when they
Lumber
score a
wolf.
touchdown.
Lumber wolf. It just covers all of it.
Yeah, I don't.
Broad.
They say pterodactyl just to freak everybody out.
See, I don't know if I want to go back to
No, we're not going there.
attack chickens.
Pterodactyl would be good, not good for small dogs and little children.
Well, neither are hawks, eagles, or bears. Oh my.
Or, yeah, a lot of priests.
True story. Anyway, yeah. So there's that.
I would, yeah. I don't know that.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. what I
So,
would
so possibly a good idea. And wolves was a great place to start.
probably not.
No.
I'm going to say probably dire wolves was not the greatest place to start, but you know,
Maybe
whatever.
dire hamster.
Yeah. Z the dire hamster.
That's all you want, a dire hamster. It's like, what happened to you? Oh, I'm going to take by a wild hamster.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shit. So
These things are 6 feet.
6 feet tall.
You know, there have been tales though about how just regular honeybees are dying out though.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they could do something about engineering
Yeah.
bring in more,
They're already
you know,
making a
honeybees.
comeback.
Yeah.
What?
They're already making a comeback.
They're making a comeback, Dan.
They're making a comeback.
Don't call it a
Population's
comeback.
going out.
Just maybe, you know, a little help,
Yeah,
little
just
nudge.
call it Kim Kardashian.
Like the Beach Boys.
Just no murder hornets or anything.
Oh, no. Good Lord. Thank God I've never seen one of those. I don't want to.
Oh God, yeah. You don't. Yeah, we gotta get rid of those.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's start killing shit off.
I think you've latched onto a whole nother company.
Oh, yeah. Hey, whatever they make, we'll just kill it off.
We'll just kill something else off.
Yeah.
Bring him back. We'll take some out.
God dang right. So, you want to do a song?
Okay.
We're about that time. Hey, and if y'all don't know by listening, this is going to be a party all damn night
Mhm.
because these two guys,
Mm-hmm.
Trop Rock legends,
Oh, that's true.
friends of ours, yeah, they love to
That's
party.
mostly true.
Yeah, they love to party. Well, friends of mine.
But-
Anyway.
Oh, okay. All right. So we've got a couple recorded here. Did you bring guitars? Were you gonna play anything?
We got guitars if we need them.
Oh,
If-
oh,
you know,
break in case of emergency.
That's more for the after party.
yeah, exactly.
Because there ain't no party like the after party.
No.
There you go.
The after party don't stop
Well then,
until it does.
well,
Because we're old.
well, what do you want to start with?
Well, let's ask Jonas. Do you want to start with? That was the wrong Sail On. Ain't Drunk because we just opened the show with that.
We ain't drunk, all right.
Yeah, and we can play the full version of that, or Polly Wanna.
Oh, let's do. Okay. So I talked. Can I do an intro on this?
Oh,
We're
absolutely.
going to ask you to do an intro.
Okay, so I go over to Dan's house. We're rehearsing. We're running through some songs. Dan, I really need a conga line song. Oh, I got this idea. All right, that's great. So we sit down and we start talking. And he's like, well, I got this idea about a poly. And I'm like, well, we've been thinking about a drunk chicken. And so we talk about it. We-
Drunk chicken.
So we work on a little bit and come up with a couple ideas. I'm like, all right, this is cool. We can work on this. I go home, go to bed. I wake up, and the next thing I know, I get an email with the whole song. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me throw some lines in there. So if you ever need a song written, go talk to Dan because he will like that, especially if you're on a deadline.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't ever mention Green Texas needs a song because he won't do shit about
I
it.
know.
See, I recall it like this. We're sitting there, and Jonas says, "Yeah, I need a conga line song," and he goes, and I'm like, "What do you got?" He goes, "Well, I've had this idea about a parrot." I'm like, "Wait a minute, I think I got a line somewhere." Polly doesn't want a cracker; he wants a conga. He's like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Can the parrot be drunk?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Of course it's
Aren't all parents?
They are now. All the ones I've met are.
Can he be drunk? I want him to be drunk. Yeah.
So this is Polly Woman
Yeah.
by Jonas Lawrence.
Salamaconga.
Yeah.
I dare you to stay in your seat and not get up and dance.
Yeah,
right.
dang right. We'll be right back.
Totally forgot to hold this up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm scared to drink this till after the show.
Oh, you don't have to.
What is it?
Well, I'll drink it, but I want to drink it
Yeah,
after.
yeah. We'll put it in the fridge.
That right there, that's Mike stuff. I'll take one of those.
It's posted that we're on here, and I can't find.
Do you like hot stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, there.
Try that. And try these. Please,
I
sir.
was gonna post the pictures that I just took.
Do you need the internet? I changed my internet.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I think
That's all right.
Hot sauce.
Well, he made it.
I don't feel that.
Really? I know. You don't feel it.
That might be the mild one, but I thought
No, that was. I thought that was a hot one.
Say what you
Not
want
hot.
to say.
El Dorado. You ever go to El Dorado?
Wow.
It's right there on Shoal Creek. They got one called the Scorpion.
Oh,
Looks like that. It's the guy from Taco Deli, and he went and started his own place called El Dorado. Look, I mean, he's got that Scorpion salt. It looks like that. That is.
I mean, I can make it hotter.
Well, I've got the really hot one downstairs, but I don't let people eat that one.
I've got another batch already.
It's good. That's great.
Oh, those are good. I'm
That's really good.
I think he brought me some to school the other day. My tummy's a little off today.
This also has our buddy Jax from Florida.
Oh yeah.
If you need drums, percussion, or any kind of thing, that dude will record it faster than you can turn around.
He's not the one from New Orleans. That
We
was
just
playing,
posted a.
the
We just
steel.
posted it.
No, that's John Patty.
That's what I thought.
John Patty plays on everybody's
That's a cool
stuff.
cover. I like
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
cover a lot.
John Patty plays on a bunch of our. Yeah, that's John Patty plays on everybody's stuff too. He plays on his Island Time song, and he played on Funky Little Beach Town, Run Away from Home. He played on a bunch of ours too.
That was Joni Lawrence with Follow Conga right here on KTAFradio.com, the Drinking Texas radio show. We're here with Dan Sullivan,
Yo, yo,
Jonas Lawrence. So Jonas,
Yeah.
last time I saw you, actually that's not exactly true. The time before last that I saw you, I ran into you at the airport.
That's right.
Did I scare you?
Nope.
The
I'm used to it.
reason? Are you really?
Not in the bathroom though.
So I walked into the bathroom. I looked over, and there's Jonas P. And I walked up and I go, "You look a lot like Jonas Lawrence." And he looked up and goes, "Oh, hey, Chip."
You know, I like that airport because every time I go there, I run into somebody I know. It's a very friendly airport.
Oh yeah.
It's a very friendly airport.
So we got the opportunity to hang out with
Yep.
you, your wife, Tank,
Wow.
his wife, your dad,
Yeah, my dad was there.
and your daughter.
Yep.
And that was a really great time.
Yeah.
How was Cabo? Because that's where y'all were going.
So yeah, it was pretty incredible. It was a great week. We flew out to California, and then got on a cruise ship, and basically played we played 4 shows on the boat, and we also got to play at Cabo Wabo, Sammy Hagar's bar.
Which is pretty
It
incredible.
was pretty amazing. We got to go backstage and hang out back there and just imagine all the craziness that went on in that backstage. We played with Nadir Shakur and Robert Greenwich from Jimmy Buffett's Coral Reefer Band. That was priceless. I mean, that right there was just amazing. And listening to as soon as just listening to Robert Steel Pans, as soon as you hear those notes, it's like, man, all those live albums and all those Jimmy Buffett albums, like he nailed it. I mean, just like the albums, and then hearing Nadira's voice when she sang "Trying to Reason" with Hurricane Season, and then came into her part, I almost started crying. It was phenomenal. It was really, really cool. And then we played a bunch of shows on the boat, which is a blast. It was with the Atlanta Parrothead Club. And if you think you know how to party, hang out with those guys for a week, because it was wild. I mean, it was 4 a.m. every night, 4 a.m.
Oh, wow.
Shutting it down. I mean, nobody went to bed.
Good
It
God.
was just it was every night, 4 a.m., mojito bars. I mean, on those boats, the bars stay open pretty much all night long. So there's, you know, you do your show, and then there's an after party that doesn't end. It does not end. Plus, we were with Erica Sunshine Lee. If you guys aren't familiar with her, she's a blast. Super cool. Really, really cool. And Jeff Pike and Bob Carwin, which is another party animal, too.
What's that guy's last name?
I can't remember. Carwin, Bob Carwin. He was a lot of fun to hang out with.
That's his whole shtick. Is what's my name?
Yeah, he's a character, that's for sure. But yeah, he was a lot of fun actually, and so yeah, the whole thing was really, really good. We got to meet a lot of new people that we never met. I got a funny story, and I'll show you the video later. We were played our show at Cabo Wabo. It went over very well. Everybody was extremely happy. And I got raped in the street trying to get back on the boat.
I was up there. Just to let you know.
This was a different airport.
This was this was right in the streets of Cabo. One of the ladies that was from I guess she's from Atlanta. She bit me, she grabbed me, and she tried to take me home. And,
Wow.
The video is not PG. It is R-rated, X-rated, possibly.
Nice.
And yeah, it was when people leave the
It wa-
United States with us, they leave their inhibitions at home, and it was
Thank God
crazy.
Babs wasn't there.
Babs is a kiddie party compared to
Really?
yeah.
Oh, that says it all right there.
But it was a very good time. We all had a blast. Everybody had a great time. Great memories. So glad we did it. And man, it was just really, really cool. So how was Vegas?
Oh, it was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So we go to Vegas quite often.
Yeah.
We know a lot of the bartenders. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
And yeah, we know a lot of the bartenders, a lot of the wait staff at the places that we go, because we tend to go to a lot of the similar places. And we were sitting at a roulette table at the D on Fremont Street during St. Patty's Day,
Oh boy.
and then I feel a tap on the shoulder and a chip. I look up, and it's one of our bartender friends, and from Antoine from Silver Stamp.
Nice.
He goes, "Holy shit, you're in town!" I go, "Yeah." Good God, what are you doing, man? He goes, "Well, I'm not working today, so I'm just partying, me and my girl." So yeah, out of the entire town, just like New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
Run into a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we didn't get a chance to hang out with him at the bar, but a lot of we went and saw a lot of the bartenders we know, and it was just fantastic. I love seeing them, and we have some friends. I think you went to high school with the wife. They live there, so we hung out with them for a little while. Didn't get to see my buddy, but we will next time. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. Didn't lose all our money, but didn't win anything. But had a blast. Yeah.
Man.
That's got some heat on it.
Yes, it does. So,
That's a proof.
what Dan is referring to, whiskey number one.
Okay.
This is one of our favorites. It's actually been named a Drinking Texas Whiskey of the Year 3 different times.
Oh wow.
It is Devil's River
Distiller.
Select. I always want to call it Master, and it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, it
So
could
what's the difference?
be. So these
Well,
are.
Master is in charge. The servant is not.
So this is Mike Cameron, who owns the place, runs the place, and is the head distiller there. Will select barrels each year that he just deems the best, and he'll blend those, and then they'll water it down from barrel proof to 120. So this comes out at 120. So it's always 120. They use water from the Devil's River to do it. I don't know how clean that is, but there you go. 70% corn, 21% rye, so it's a high rye, 4% malted barley. 2.5 years old in number 3 char barrels, and that doesn't sound old until you consider it's aged in San Antonio. So
Yeah.
2.5 years in San Antonio is like
5 to 7.
5 to 7 years in
Yeah.
Kentucky.
Mhm.
So yeah, so it's a young, mature.
Is that because of the heat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the extremes.
Yeah.
So yeah, the heat, yes, but also because it's so wildly extreme.
Yeah.
And you know what that does? It soaks the alcohol into the wood, spits it back out.
Yeah.
And more often it does that. The richer the flavors,
Gotcha.
the deeper the colors, things like that.
Yeah, it's delicious. But I could tell that proof on it. I was like, ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, they've been making this one since 2021, and it's one of our favorites. Now,
Absolutely.
we haven't had it in a while because every time I get a bottle of this, it's gone in a. Well, it depends on how often Chip's here.
Yeah.
I love their agave bourbon.
Yeah, I've had
That is
one.
like the smoothest thing. I mean, it just like
It's
it might not be your favorite.
No,
But it's like what it reminds me almost like a Siesta Key toasted coconut rum. It's like just like a real.
exactly.
It's a
exactly.
real like
so I don't hate it unless apparently it's in a blind taste test
yeah.
at the Whiskey Fest stuff. And it also goes with what I had before it.
Mm-hmm.
So we were doing
Sure.
blind.
Yeah, it's
and
not something you want to.
we were
mix,
comparing it to with other flavored whiskeys, not agave flavored whiskeys. Just and when I got to that, I kind of spit it out. This is the most god awful shit ever. But again, it's all in what order you taste
Agreed,
stuff.
yeah.
So who knows?
It's good, but it's
Yeah.
unique.
Yes.
It's unique. Yeah, it's more like to me along the lines of where you put like a screwball, agave bourbon,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
fireball. It's
Yeah.
one of those, and in and of itself, it's fine.
Yeah.
If I go to my bouzoir, that's not the first bottle I'm pulling out.
Right. But yeah, if you have a fireball right before that,
Yeah.
not the best.
I was only half listening. Did you say boudoir or booze bar?
Bouzoir.
Oh,
Boudoir.
okay.
I
So
have a
kind of in
boudoir.
between.
I have a bouzoir. Yeah, we have this armoire that we've turned into our bouzoir.
Okay.
I can make up shit too.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. So yeah, it's a little hot, but it's got
It's delicious.
got all the proper bourbon notes.
You came in, but I wasn't expecting you to come in that hot, that quick. That was
Is that you get molested?
Mike pulled the gloves off immediately.
Play it when you guys are.
Well, that's
All
not,
right.
every time you're
We're
here, we
off
do
there.
bottled and bond
Yeah,
or
because I'm
lower.
still-
Yeah.
No, the two we have on deck today are cask strength.
Okay.
Well, technically not cask strength. They make it 120. A lot of the next one is cask strength and it's 118.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's stout.
Heck yeah,
Mhm.
and it is delicious.
Oh,
It is.
absolutely.
So we talked about
Yes.
what's happening this Saturday
Right.
at Back Porch Social at
2 p.m.
2 p.m.
2 to 5. Stony Gable kicks it off at 2 p.m.
Heck yeah. What is it? What's going on? What did we catch all the week before of?
So we had this crazy idea. I think it was Jonas said, "Hey, you know what? How about a Trop Rock triple play double CD release party?" And I said,
Nobody does that. Nobody does that.
But we're going to do it.
It's never been done before.
Never been done before. It's kind of like when the Ghostbusters cross the streams. You're not supposed to do that.
But
We're going to do it.
If there wasn't a barrier up, me and Jonas would have done that at the.
It's frowned upon at the airport.
Yeah.
it's funny because he says it that way, and I'm just thinking Bill Murray's like,
Right.
I'm very excited by this idea.
So yeah, I mean, I think because of the Drinking Texas show taking place at the Back Porch Social, it got on our radar, and Jonas went out and checked it out and loved it. And it's like, I think this is where I'd like to do this. And then it was just like a mad dash to the end, like getting to the show today,
Yeah.
getting my CD finished in time to actually pull it off. So I just said, let's just do it. Like, let's just say we're going to do it, and then if you build it, they will come.
That's right.
And the CD showed up, and I was like, it's good.
It's
Because
fantastic.
I didn't know they're going to, I honestly didn't know that's what they were going to do.
So, Jonas, your CD's called
6 Feet in the Sand.
We're-
So if you look at so Tim came up with the idea. If you look at the Pearl Jam album, right, it's called 10 because the first Pearl Jam album has their hands all up in the air together because there's 5 guys, so it's 10 hands. And so he just took a riff on that and said, what if we call it 6 Feet in the Sand? And then it just took on so many different meanings.
Mhm.
And I mean, there's more than just the 6 feet in the sand, but it's like, you know, we're a trio, so we wanted something that was kind of edgy, trop rock, but represented the trio. And so that's how we came up with it, 6 feet in the sand.
It's great.
Yeah.
You
Nice.
could use those
Right.
decorated sugar skulls too to promote it.
And it inspired a song on my album.
That's right.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah, we were talking about it one night,
Yeah.
and I said, I'm like, I don't think I've heard that song. He goes, it's not on the album. It's not on the album at all. There's no song called 6 Feet in the Sand.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, well, maybe you could do a ghost track.
Yeah.
And he was out of town, and then of course I went.
So
on
you
that-
did.
I went on that. And then I felt bad because I'm like, I think this song's finished, and I didn't get.
It's a great song, and he, you know, we wanted to write it together, and just all the business stuff that goes with getting a CD into production,
Yeah.
making sure, you know, cross your T's, dot your I's, all that stuff. It just wore me out, and by the time I got to a creative point, he'd already written the song, and the song's awesome. It really came out great.
But it's called The Last Drop. It's
Yeah.
not called 6 Feet in the Sand.
But it's a great song.
You should have called it 6 Feet in the Sand.
But I will say that there is a hidden track on our CD. So if you have a
Nice.
CD and you're listening, make sure to don't turn it off when the song's over.
See,
Let it
I
play.
think people are starting to get back to that,
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
awesome. So where did you record your CD?
We did it at the Zone in Dripping Springs.
Okay.
A guy named Pat Mansky, Matt, our drummer, turned us on to him, and we did a song there. The first song we did was Funky Little Beach Town, and we recorded it with Pat, and he brought in Bucka Allen, that's played with Ian Moore and Terry Allen's dad, and a bunch of really famous people. And he came in and played keyboards, and we had Rick Brewer come in and play percussion, and we fell in love with the studio and the way he worked with us. Really inspired us a lot. So we just kept coming back until we finished the CD.
It's
And so
great
it's-
sounding CD.
Everything's done at the Zone in Dripping Springs, and we're real happy with it.
Technically, you've heard 1.5 of the songs off the CD already.
Well,
1.25.
1.25.
Don't question me on my math skills. He who could not figure out 6.
I still haven't come up with that answer. No.
Yeah. I stand by my answer. Anyway, so how long did it take on the CD?
How long did it take to make?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, all in all, it was about a year and a half.
Well,
maybe a
you're
little bit
going
longer.
writing and everything else, though, right?
Oh yeah. The whole thing
Yeah.
took a while, but it came out the way we wanted it to. We didn't compromise anything. We felt we waited. You know, we wanted to make sure to put it out and feel confident with the whole thing and feel. And I listened back to it and I feel, you know, this is probably the best thing we've done. I'm real happy with it. Songs
So-
came out the way we wanted.
Awesome.
Yeah. So,
Album of the year, I'm calling it right
No.
now.
well, I
Calling it right
was going to say, knowing that one of your best friends is sitting right here
Yeah.
to your right, and Dan's across from you, are you willing to say album of the year? Because Dan,
No.
It's gonna be album.
hold on,
No.
'cause this year,
No.
this year you only got what, song of the year, band of the year,
Yeah.
hair of the year.
I think that hair one's not official. That's just the Drinking Texas Award.
Yeah, we nominated that for you.
The
That's
guy you'd most like to pee next to in an airport award.
Yeah, exactly.
Who knew? Beat out Scotty Alexander for that one. That's pretty good.
Well, I think they tied it. Well, so the exact opposite happened to me, almost. I was walking out of the bathroom at Vegas Airport, and Scotty Alexander, who's a Texas country artist,
Okay.
looked at my shirt and goes, "Drinking Texas, I know them." He looked up and goes, "Chip!"
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Hey, Scotty, what's happening? So, yeah. It's always fun to see people that you know in the bathroom.
For sure.
I'm not going to say always, but.
That's how the detentions were born. We were born in a men's bathroom. Yeah, that's exactly how
Uncle Steve, what are you doing here? So y'all were
I was in a band for
Pooping
20
next-
years back because I met this guy and I was
pooping next to him, and
No,
you were
I-
like, that's musical.
I worked at this school for 3 weeks, and this guy comes in the bathroom. I'm like, stranger danger. But then he was like, you work here? And he's like, yeah, I just got hired. I'm like, okay, cool.
You work here.
I've never seen him before. I've been there for 3 weeks, and like, there's only like on the middle school campus, maybe 3 dudes, you know. And so I'm like, who's this
He
guy?
goes, no, just look at the kids.
Yeah. So Yeah, that's how we met. We met in the men's room at Chisholm Trail Middle School.
No,
Texas. The bathroom was right across the hall from my room, and that's So I got hired 3 weeks before school started. He got hired 3 weeks after school started.
Nice.
The rest is history. Yeah.
So where did you're dropping a CD as well? Where did your CD get made?
Mine got made between 2 studios. Donnie Brewer's studio, which is Zimzala Studios, and
Where was that
used to be
located?
It's in his Winnebago.
That's what I was going to say.
It's in his Winnebago.
And the other half was down here in Austin, Texas, at Jumping Dog Studios,
Okay,
owned by Ron Flint.
nice.
Album of the year.
No,
Oh,
no.
Let me tell you something. When you go see Dan play, and he does Friendships, you've heard Friendships, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was French shits.
Because
Friendships.
he spends a lot of time in the bathrooms.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I know what you're saying. Yeah, friendships.
when he plays that, and he's written that with Sonny Jim, which I've watched Sonny Jim play it, and I've watched Dan play it, and I try to capture it every time on video or a Facebook Live or something. But you can see the song is already song of the year, the decade, whatever, because without even trying, you get the whole crowd all together with their arms around each other, swaying to the song. So regardless of any awards, it's already song of the year.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Now,
Wow,
Yeah.
Is it on this album?
it is
Yeah.
on this album.
It's
yeah.
the title
Yeah.
track.
It's the title track.
It better be.
Yeah.
But how's it spelled? Because it's not French shits, right?
No, the T is silent.
The best shits are French shits.
The T is silent, but the smell is not.
Yeah. But it's a great. I mean, you can see the way the crowd reacts to it without. And you know, I've heard both versions, and both versions do the same thing to the crowd, and you can't make that. I mean, you can't plan that. It
Right.
just happens, and that's amazing to me.
Wait, just jumping back to Saturday real quick. Which one of you is going on first?
Stony Gable 2, me at 3, Jonas at 4.
Okay.
Jonas Lawrence
And
at
that's
eight.
and then Dan's full band, and we're full band.
So Jonas doesn't have the opportunity to steal that song and play it before you do.
No, I'll be playing it with them. Though.
You will be, yeah.
I'll play it with them.
All right.
So y'all should the 6 feet in the sand. Y'all should completely steal each other's songs and titles.
Yeah.
So you got that. You should have named your song 6 feet in the sand, and then you should have a friendship song.
song.
Yeah,
See,
song,
that would have made some weird kind of sense. It absolutely.
It's not over yet.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not over yet.
I keep waiting for Jonas to leave town. Tell me he's going to leave town because you know,
Moving on up.
seems like all the great ones leave town. So you know,
To the east.
there was Donnie was here for a while, and Tom Shepard was here for a while.
Yeah. You
Jonas
know
is here.
the crazy thing, and I mentioned this when you were on the show last week. However long it was, about a month ago. But
248.
right. Okay, month and
See, month and a half ago.
yeah. God dang it, I'm old. Anyway, I mentioned this to you, and I think it's the greatest, weirdest, oddest thing that y'all are 2 of the best trop rock artists in the world. In the world. Don't argue with me on that because you are. And the look on your face, like, yeah, I don't know about that. Mr. Band of the Year, Mr. Song of the Year, Mr. Hair of the Year. Anyway,
Thank you.
Mr. Guy I'd like
I'll
to
take it.
P next to of the year. Anyway, but y'all play locally and you get good crowds, but people around here don't necessarily know who you are, and it's hilarious to me because they're like, man, these guys are really good. It's like, yeah, they're fucking good. Jesus Christ, they're award-winning trop rock artists.
It's a niche. It's
Yeah,
a niche market.
what's trop rock? Shut up. That's when people get choked out.
Well, thanks to shows like
You gotta
Ricky
stop
Texas
doing
show,
that,
that helps get the word out. So we appreciate y'all having us on and helping us spread the gospel of trop rock.
Heck yeah, man. We love having y'all on. Yeah,
And if you're tuning in for the very first time, with wherever you're listening from right now, they support the trop rock community by every Sunday from 8 till noon playing trop rock.
and
The
we're
best
thinking,
of trop rock.
yeah,
So
we're
we
thinking about
appreciate that.
extending that out at least 20 more minutes now that we have. Well, an hour because we got 2 new albums coming.
Well, we currently have one new album
One album that we have.
that we have.
No comments.
Yeah.
You don't have one yet? You don't
I
have
don't,
one of mine yet?
I don't know. I don't think we did. Anyway,
You will.
um,
Tonight. How about that?
All right.
so how do we? And I say this as a for everybody. How do we, in general, increase the population of the trop rock community? Because most of the people, a lot of the people in the trop rock community are our age and older. It's not necessarily the younger crowd. How do we get to the younger crowd and get them involved in this and get it rolling again? Because it is one of the greatest genres. It's such a fun group, man.
Agreed.
There's no drama. There's no bullshit. It's people hanging out, wanting to have fun, and just partying their asses off and listening to good music and drinking and doing whatever.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
how do we help? How do we increase?
We just got to keep telling people. I mean, there are new people coming in. I see new people. I was at Lone Star Luau this last week, and man, there was a lot of younger people there that I'd never met before. And you know what I do is I just go hang out with them, and I talk to them, introduce myself, and make a fool of myself, whatever I need to do, and just get them. Get them on, meet them in person, but then get them a friend on Facebook and start sharing things with them. Hey, did you know you guys live over here? Well, Tom's coming back, or Eric Urban's coming back, or Dan's coming to your town. And then when I see something happening that's in their area, I tell them. I mean, it's just kind of one person at a time, in my opinion. I mean, that's all we can do. But what you guys are doing is golden. Spreading the word, telling people about the music, because I can tell you, like, all these musicians that we play with are all amazing. And
Oh,
they're,
yeah.
All phenomenal. Really,
Yeah,
really
yeah.
great.
And great people.
And so I have no problem telling people, go see Dan, go see Eric, go see Donnie, go see anybody, wherever you're at. But when I see the younger crowd, I really try to hang out with them more. I try to talk to them more and just make sure they know that I'm accessible. Let's talk. Let's hang out. Let's go
Yeah.
do something. And that's what spreads the word, and kind of, as much as I know.
And I think on the flip side of that, but equally as important, if not more important, is that a Parrot Head always parties with a purpose. So anytime that people flock together for these festivals, there's some sort of philanthropic piece
Yeah.
that's attached
Absolutely.
to
Oh
it.
yeah.
So, and I think for younger people, like, they want to get involved, but they don't know how to get involved
Yeah.
and how to go about doing it. But if they join a Parrot Head club, then automatically they don't have to be the person that's organizing all this. It's already being organized. There's already a group of 100 people that are already out there on the highway picking up trash,
Yeah.
or donating to the blood banks or cancer research. Or this weekend, like we're doing a big one this summer on June 27th and 28th, called Parrot Head Looks at 40
In Cork and Barrel.
at Cork and Barrel.
Ooh.
And that's going to be raising money for Big Love,
Yeah.
which is cancer research. And so those kinds of things, I think, can get young people involved. Like, if you come out and you're supporting this music, and if you like, the trop rock lifestyle and the Jimmy Buffett vibe and all that kind of stuff, we can come out and you can also do a good for your community and support your local community.
So,
all
so
that kind of stuff.
that's another portion of it, right?
Absolutely.
Can y'all, and I think you two are probably two of the best to explain this. What is that trop rock lifestyle? What is that vibe that trop rock puts off? And I know it's going to be different for everybody,
Sure.
but what is the overall thought process on that trop rock lifestyle?
Well, I think the number one thing is Jimmy's lifestyle is that everyone's welcome. We're gonna keep the party going. We're gonna have a great time together. You're gonna see people from 15 to 80 years old out there hanging out, having a great time, enjoying the music, escaping a little bit from the reality of their day-to-day 9 to 5. Let's get out of our comfort zone a little bit and head down to the islands or head down to your beach or wherever your zen is. Find that part. That's what Jimmy did such a great job of making everybody at the concert feel welcome.
That's right. Welcome.
Yeah.
Make everybody feel welcome.
So it sounds almost like the Bob Marley theory of one love, right?
Sure, absolutely.
Everybody come together,
Yeah.
as a group.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the whole trop rock thing. It's part of it. I kind of began with Jimmy Buffett and the Parrot Heads, but it's this whole other thing now that Jimmy kind of inspired. But he's wearing this swim T-shirt over here, which is Saltwater Independent Musicians, and these clubs are all around the nation as well, and they host festivals and they help
House
concerts
concerts.
and artists and this and that. So it's kind of like this punk rock scene that's this underground kind of thing, but y'all are helping promote this as well. But it's fun to be a part of because you can show up, everyone's wearing flower shirts, or, coconut bras or whatever, blah blah. And that's part of it. But you could go up to anybody and they're going to talk to you and have a great time.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like you got to be in costume. You can just show up in a T-shirt, whatever, and, for Chip, just the T-shirt.
You know what else is interesting to me though is a lot of people some people that I meet have a little bit of reservation about Jimmy Buffett. Oh, I don't like Jimmy Buffett. I don't like Margaritaville. I'm not into that. But then when they see what
People say that?
I've had some people, there's some people that aren't Jimmy Buffett fans.
Okay.
And I guess what the main thing that I like to try to convey to people is you don't have to be a Jimmy Buffett fan to like trop rock. If you're going to a trop rock event, you're not going to hear Jimmy Buffett songs all week.
No.
You may hear one or two that's a deep cut, but you're very rarely going to hear a bunch of people playing Margaritaville. It goes a lot deeper than that, and it's not just about listening. Actually, trop rock's not really anything about listening to Jimmy Buffett. It's really just kind of listening to stuff that was inspired by him that you might like. If you didn't like Jimmy Buffett, you're probably going to like Dan. You're probably going to like Donnie, or you're probably going to like a lot of these other guys.
If you're into the beach vibe, man,
Yeah.
the laid back,
Yeah.
beach hill, and just
Escapism.
Escapism.
get friendly with everybody, and
Get out of your 9 to 5.
Ooh,
Get
all right.
yours in place. Oh, sorry.
Just quick idea. Niche market. We could write trop rock sad songs
ooh,
Oh.
yeah.
because nobody does that.
Paulie used to conga. He don't. Paulie used to conga.
Not
He
anymore.
won't.
Pretty good.
We'll just do the anti every song.
Oh, boy.
That's right.
Yeah. You just hit that D chord and go dun. Hey, look! I found that shaker of salt.
You could say, let's just don't, instead of let's just coast.
Yeah,
Let's just don't.
Yeah. Let's just stay at home and Netflix.
Drive around until we're stuck in the red.
Let's just stop.
Let's
no,
road rage.
This is just going to get worse because I only poured whiskey number 2.
Oh, boy.
Wow, yeah.
Still Austin, cask strength. This is the Musician bourbon.
Hold on. See how he kept us on
That-
Yeah, that was good.
That was whole play.
Well,
Transition.
That is smooth. Oh, yeah. Wow.
and I said earlier, it's 118 on the proof.
Yeah.
And this, they do the same sort of thing where they're aging the barrels, and they have a blender. Nancy Fraley is their blender. She's their.
Oh, I thought you meant like
she's
a blend.
no, not like. I mean, they might have one of those too, but
That sounded more like
and
a
so
delivery.
what she does is as these casks reach about 2 years of age, she'll start tasting them, and she'll pick out the ones that she likes the best, and then that's that year's cask strength. Take those special barrels that have the right color, have the right flavor, blend them together, but they do come out at cask strength at 118. And these guys have actually won double gold at San Francisco. They won double gold at San Francisco for 3 straight years. So
I can see why. Yeah, that's special.
which is a year longer than Jonas has dominated the Song of the Year charts.
Yeah.
So
And so what does that retail for?
right around $60, I think.
60? And
Yeah.
that is aged how many years?
2 plus.
2 plus.
Everything that Still Austin does to me is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I have not had. Now I haven't had everything they've done, but except well, let me back up. The funny thing is, their original White Lightning tastes like shit.
It was
It
awful.
was horrible. But everything. So I wasn't excited about when they came out with their whiskey. When the whiskey came out, everything that they've done, everything that I've tried has been amazing.
Well, just look at that color, and like Jonas
Yeah.
has got a gorgeous tan
Yeah.
through the bottle.
Seriously,
Look at
yeah.
that. He looks like he should be in Cuba right now.
Yeah.
Jonas got a tan. Oh my!
Did you want to do another song?
We can.
Because we can do the Buffett song if you want to.
Oh, Sail On
Yeah.
is that's our tribute. When he passed away, I mean, I know a lot of people wrote songs about him, but
We were in the same room the night he passed away. Remember
yeah, we were in Louisville, Kentucky,
Yeah.
and
Did you
And-
put your pants back on? Or?
we did. I said, Dan, put your pants back on. I got some bad news for you.
that? It's kind of like that. Brenda, put your bra on. It's like Sully, put your pants on.
Yeah.
But no,
Honor killer.
so we were playing a Parrot Head event in Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Peter Mayer and his son Brendan had played Friday night, and
Phenomenal.
we were scheduled to play on Saturday. We did play on Saturday, but we went to bed that night. But before we went to bed, we were staying at the Brown Hotel,
Which
this
is
historic,
awesome.
gorgeous,
Oh, yeah.
gorgeous hotel. We're in the lobby, and we're off in the corner with some of the organizers and Renee Adams at that time. She was with a Sirius XM radio Margaritaville. But we had this circular table, so we were calling ourselves the Nuts of the Rum Table.
Oh, nice.
And so, like, we're just having this great time, this big high. We just listen to this great music. And about, what time was it? Maybe
It was late. I mean, we were already kind of passed out a little
Yeah.
bit, and then
our phones start just like buzzing, buzzing,
everybody's
buzzing.
bing,
And
bing,
I'm like,
bing.
man, our phones are blowing up. And Jonas, he's like, oh, don't look.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? He goes, no, don't look. It's bad. I'm like, what? Like, my wife wants a divorce? What is it? It's like, no,
Worse.
no, worse.
Yeah.
And so, but the next day, so we woke up to the news that Jimmy Buffett died, and we're playing a Labor Day weekend show. Come Monday,
Yeah.
Labor Day weekend show, right? So,
Oh man.
That's
Yeah.
crazy that he passed away
and
that time.
you think about that, and you go, where else would you want to be than surrounded by 300 other parrot heads that loved
Right.
Jimmy as much as you did?
Yeah.
And so everybody at the show had stenciled on their arm the number of times that they saw Jimmy. Everyone's walking around 156, and you're just like, so everybody kind of reorganized their set lists. And normally at a Trop Rock Festival, you might hear one or two
Right.
per set. Everybody was just doing their cover and their version of Jimmy, and it was pretty cool.
That sounds like it.
Yeah, if you want, we couldn't have been. Bill Brem's the president of the whole Parrot Head Club thing, and he was there with us. Where would you want to be except with a bunch of parrot heads during that? It was.
Right next
Very
to the Brown
emotional.
Foreman Distillery, we're all like, that's me miming. Well, I guess we do have some video now. Right?
Yeah. Brown Foreman does some good work.
Yeah.
It's that old
We
forest.
did some good work that night too.
All right.
So this is a song I believe Lindsey Clark, our number one
Our number
fan,
one fan.
is gonna love. Here it is. Sail On by Jonas Lawrence Band.
Sail on, Jimmy.
Okay, the mics are off,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Well,
Well,
these are.
the cameras
The
are.
mic's
Cameras are on.
Wait till
Everybody
wait till
can
after
see
this
you pick your nose. You can pick your nose, but they can still hear you.
I had to show you guys the video.
Oh, look.
See you, brother.
This chick.
You all right?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. The video's
That's
awesome.
number one.
Damn.
One only, right?
Yes, that's one only. Number one.
Yeah, if you only have enough cocaine for one, it's this bathroom.
There was like that's all I need.
Did you see my new acquisition?
Yeah. Ugly ass hat. Fuck.
Was it $3 or $6?
I assumed it
Sticker
was
inside
one
for
yours.
$3, and then the outside says
You got to go on the second day. It's at an estate sale. We would have just a shit
Where
ton
do
of
we go?
Budweiser
Like, what's
stuff.
better, Fremont, Vegas, or Tucson on the Strip? Stay on Fremont and visit the Strip. That's better, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, and the arts district. We gotta go to the arts
Yeah.
district.
We're just going.
Yeah.
It's my wife's birthday.
Oh yeah. Fremont?
Yeah. Stay on Fremont because you can literally walk to all the different
Yeah.
places, and then catch a cab over and visit some shit on the Strip, and then come back. Yeah. And the Strip's too much. It's too
Yeah.
much. We went for her birthday 5 years ago. It's just too much. I want something that's a little bit more. I want to have a nice pool and relax during the day, then go out at night.
So the Fremont
Yeah.
at night they have 3 stages of bands. Always.
Outside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Free.
Okay.
Free. And then there's the experience,
Yeah.
the light show.
There's zip lining down the. Yeah.
Yeah,
We've
and
been there.
every casino is right there.
All
So,
right.
yeah.
I know you're busy on the
Plaza's
8th.
got a good pool. The Grand
What are you
has a
doing
good
the
pool.
1st
The
or the
Circus
14th or
is the
15th?
best.
And that's
what?
all free too.
Yeah.
Which one?
The
Circus.
I'll
Grand
be
Plaza
in the
and
Midwest
Circus,
one.
the newest one, and then
On
the
True,
six
yeah.
pools.
That's Circus or Circus?
Circa.
Circa.
June,
So,
July, I'm gone.
but
The whole
it's,
summer.
Big screen TVs all
Because
around.
I'm trying
so
to
it's
reestablish
good
my
pricing
solo
on free
thing
lunch.
without
Yeah.
that attention. So
It's expensive, but
I'm
it's
doing the whole Midwest,
cool.
cool
So,
choices,
so
when you leave out.
then
you
all of
stay
Florida
at the D.
in July.
when you leave
They
out.
don't have a pool, but you can stay at the D, and you can get into the circuit pool for free.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they're sister hotels.
Yeah, or you can stay at Gold Game.
Because Kevin Fowler's out, and I can't do it on the 8th.
I don't want to go like super
So I
cheap,
gotta
and
make
then
a
I want
new
to spend
day.
like
Yeah.
thousands. I mean, I'm just kind of like mid-range price.
Right.
I told Fowler I couldn't
Which
do it
is
on the
nice.
8th. He's in Cabo that day
Radio show
anyway.
if you go into
So
a
don't
bar.
tell me you can go to a show when you're in Cabo.
Your wife, she knows what happens in Vegas.
So
stays in Vegas.
I asked him, you
You said
know,
circuit.
can you do the 1st, can you do the 14th or 15th? And he hadn't answered.
First of May.
And then the other
No,
one's
June.
June.
The Plaza,
First of
the
June.
E,
Could be a possibility.
or the Grand.
That's
Reason,
Downtown
yeah.
Grand.
Downtown.
Yeah.
So the
Possible.
last time we were there was we
yeah.
stayed at
Because
the
we-
MGM Grand.
You don't leave
and that
until
was
after
So like I'm
like
doing
days, like literally days.
Arkansas, and then we had
before
this whole
Mandalay
week
Bay
back.
shooting.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, we
Wait.
left, and like as soon as we got home,
You're like,
we'll
"Where'd that
probably
go
leave
back?"
Oklahoma somewhere.
he was there.
So,
They said he was there while we were there.
I mean,
And then
if you do
we
something
got
on June
home, and
1st,
then
I can
2 days
probably do it.
later,
Then we'll head to
Wow.
Oklahoma.
And we saw Santana at the Mandalay Bay.
Yeah.
You got anything going Sunday, June 1st?
Mike, can I get a beer real quick? before we go?
Phil, you gonna be in town?
The light.
I'm checking.
You got it?
I'm checking.
So June 1st could.
I think I'm in town because
Thank you.
that's Michelle Brewer's birthday. Yeah,
Here
because
we
my
go.
daughter's birthday is that weekend, so yeah, I'm in town.
We're on.
You want to do a show on Sunday afternoon in Hutto?
Yeah, we could. Yeah, we could easily do that because
Mics are
Yeah.
hot.
Let's do that.
Mics are hot.
You're not leaving, are you?
No.
Okay, let's.
I'll be here after.
Okay, we'll mark.
Hey, the mics are hot. This is that was Ceylon from Jonas Florence on the Drinking Texas Radio Show.
Great
On
song.
KTAF
Great song.
Radio.com. Yeah, that was a
Great
hell of a
tribute.
song.
Thank you.
you know while the song was playing, I heard Jonas mention Donnie again, Don Brewer,
Yeah.
and man, I've been friends with Donnie for 19 years now, and every time I see him, he introduces himself to me. Me too. Me too.
Yeah. As well as I.
I take it as a compliment.
It's just funny.
Hey, I'm Donnie. I'm Chip. We met.
We've met.
Shit. Oh, there you go.
Donnie is
Because
one
you're
of the
not-
most amazingly talented individuals, and I can't imagine like what's going on in his head that he can even like recognize his own wife. Because like I think about like how he like produces an album, and I can speak of this firsthand. Is that I'll send him something, and then what he sends back is
It's
like
phenomenal.
it's just like
What is this?
he did like string arrangements on Friendship.
Friendships is
Like
is-
stringed arrangements. Like
Yeah.
who does that on albums anymore? Like who does arranging?
Yeah.
Right? It's there's producing, but then there's like string arrangements. Like that's something that's that's like Bernstein and all that kind of stuff,
So
So
it's Billy Sherrill and,
Yeah.
and Phil Spector.
and I will say this, so like as gifted as he is as a songwriter, as a singer, as a musician, I think producing is really where he really shines because
He
he can
does.
hear every little thing. Like and you go it's like that kind of like that a perfect mind.
And he lives in a van
And he
down by the river.
and by the ocean most of the time.
And by the way, if you like Donnie, just a little commercial here. I'm going to be down at Mexico Meltdown with Donnie Brewer
Yeah, that's right.
at the first week in December. So if anybody wants to go to Mexico,
That
all
is
inclusive.
The best gig ever.
He did it last year.
2 years ago, but it was it was great.
All inclusive. Mexico, Cancun, Donnie, and a bunch of crazy musicians.
At the Margaritaville Resort. It is incredible. It is so
I've heard nothing but
Awesome.
amazing things.
you guys should think about it. It's
Think
really
about it.
Oh, well, think.
Think about it. And if you like to drink,
I know a guy.
you pay your
All
bill at the
inclusive,
beginning, and then once you're in, you don't pay for a single thing the whole time you're
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
It's
and
all
you ain't
included.
drunk till you shit yourself.
Does
Oh, I'm
does-
drunk.
Does that rule apply to everybody?
Yeah, because
Okay.
Mike's drunk.
And if you do go down there, see if you can find some of the pickleballs that Chappie hit over the fence out into the jungle. Just, you know, she was like Babe Ruth, bottom of the ninth. You know, she was like,
That's awesome.
there's a few out there. Just
Yeah.
gonna say.
So I got a question for you guys.
Uh-oh.
Would you like to play a game?
Yeah.
Yes,
It
let's do
didn't.
it.
It
It
didn't
didn't
come
do it.
across. Why didn't it do it? Would you? No. Would you? No. Oh well. Okay. There we go. Yeah, let's play a game.
Would you like to play a game?
Okay. I'll tell you, we'll do that. But since Jonas sent us his album and Dan did not, we haven't played any of Dan's stuff. So
Yeah, and we're not gonna because we don't have it.
when we come
Thanks,
back,
Dan.
when we come back from after the game, though, I mean, we might be able, could maybe talk him into doing something live.
Ooh, maybe.
We do have
Or-
guitars.
Absolutely.
We'll
Yeah,
see how that
I'm
goes.
down. If Jonas is down, I'm down.
Well, we'll see how bad they lose this game first.
All right, here we go. So the name of the game is Who Did It Best. The rules of the game are there are no wrong answers unless you disagree with me.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Love
here we go. Here's the first one.
Oh, now see, this is the first one.
I don't know.
I don't think this is the first one. Make sure that's the first one. If that was the correct song, I thought that was.
That
the
was
second
the-
song.
This is the first song.
I don't know. We're playing it.
Yeah, Dan, you've heard this one before.
But you can hear it here.
Yeah.
I'm the only one with headphones on.
This is the right song.
Wow,
This one hits me deep.
you're better than I thought.
Guy Clark.
Bonus points.
Ain't going up against Guy Clark.
Can you hear it all right, Jonas?
Yeah.
It better be a Direwolf singing the next song.
If Dire Wolf came in second, unless it's here, then he
Actually,
wins.
it is a dire wolf singing the same thing.
Is it? Chip's gonna bump my leg.
Not the first time.
Or the last.
You know that. You know me.
The mic's cut? Are we still here?
Oh, we're talking.
Still here? Okay. Because I can't hear it.
All right. So,
Put that on.
so you know that one, right? That's the Guy Clark.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So here's the dire wolf
Dire Wolf
version.
cover.
The Direwolf.
Wolf. No,
That's Jimmy's version.
Gotta be.
if you want these Jonas.
Does it help? Oh yeah.
Told you, dire wolf.
I've already made my decision. Jones, you made your decision?
Jonas is lost.
I mean, you got two Hall of Famers,
What's that?
Jimmy and Alan, singing this song.
So do you have an opinion on this song? That means yes. We'll go with actually we'll go to my right first.
All right, that's
Yeah.
a good idea.
So,
Vanna?
Yeah.
you know, I'm
Or
kind
Dana?
of, you know, I'm going to pretend that Steve Earle is sitting right here with us right now.
Uh-huh.
Steve Earle would get up on the table and you know, dance, you know, and say, hey, you know, Guy Clark. I mean, I know Towns is kind of
And
Steve
then I
Earle's-
would pick him up and take him off the table because there's food
It's true. It's
and
true.
whiskey on the table.
But I mean, Guy Clark, there's nobody better in my opinion than Guy Clark as a songwriter. I mean, that guy he was a legend and a craftsman and man. So, and I love Jimmy, but when it comes to Guy Clark and songwriting, like,
Real?
Yeah. Now,
What about song singing?
but I will tell you this, my favorite version, because I love Guy Clark's version and I love Jimmy's version. I love them both.
Uh-huh.
But my favorite version is Jerry Jeff's version.
Oh.
That's my favorite.
You know, that's a good one.
Off of Cowboy Boots and Bathing Suits.
There
Have
you
you
go.
heard it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that But between these two, I'm going with Guy Clark.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think I'm in agreement. Not the Jimmy's version's great. I love the.
Yeah, they're
I
both
mean,
great.
that's more.
Do y'all have your Trop Rock cards with you by chance?
Yeah,
He's
let me turn them on.
yeah,
Let me
turn
turn
it
them
up,
on.
take those
Turn
colors.
them on.
Yeah.
Well, no. Here's the reason why. If you're into trop rock, you know it's all about the songwriter, and the songwriter is the. Trop rock is really. I think everybody respects the songwriter more than anything, and I don't know. There's something about the original version I like, but there's something really good about the Jimmy version with the whole production and
Sure,
everything too.
absolutely.
So I mean, I'm gonna go with the original version, but man, that's a tough. I mean, I'd hate to. Man, I'll go with the original. That's all I can say.
Okay. Mike?
Sometimes 118 is a little hot. I should learn not to drink right before. Anyway, okay, so I love Jimmy. I mean, he's I'm gonna say basically
Jimmy loves
responsible.
Elaine.
Basically responsible for Joanna and I getting together. However, Guy Clark, come on, he wrote my favorite song of all time. Stuff that works.
Oh yeah.
And this one's up there. This is just, I don't know. There's just a certain chill to it that's
Right.
perfect.
There's something about when the songwriter does the song, the way that it was
Yeah,
written. There's something special about that.
it's like,
And that's a trop rock thing. Like people in the trop rock, people really respect the original. I don't know, just the way the songwriter interprets it.
I think that's music lovers in general.
Yeah, well, you're right. But trop rock people are really music lovers at heart, so they kind of fall into that category.
they're
I
all
think.
about the song, and they're all
Yeah.
about the story behind
Yeah,
the song.
they're-
Just
yes.
like y'all are. Y'all
Yeah.
love that as
Yeah.
well. And I think about Jimmy Webb. Most people have no idea who Jimmy Webb is, but when it comes to his songs, then you're like, oh,
Well-
he's got so many great songs.
Who's the guy that died last year that sings like shit, but his songs are amazing?
Bob Dylan.
No,
No, he's still alive.
That's next year. Anyway,
I saw the movie.
John Prine.
Oh, there you go.
Look at me! I thought
John
of,
Prine.
I
Good
thought
for
of
you.
something. Holy crap! Woo, woo.
Yeah.
You know who Jimmy Webb is, right?
No.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me just list real quick. Galveston.
Yeah.
Galveston, oh God. Highwayman. I was a highwayman.
Oh my God! He wrote the whole song.
I am a lineman from the county.
Well, that's because you didn't show up on time.
I did
Right.
not.
Right? I am a lineman for the county. He
Wow.
wrote that. If these, by the time I get to Phoenix, if these walls could speak, the worst that could happen. MacArthur Park.
MacArthur Park.
Yeah, I mean, he heavy. Anyway.
These tits were made for walking. Which they made the other song based off of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can go deep dive Jimmy Webb. You'll be like, oh,
Oh,
dude.
right. All
10
right.
easy pieces.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a
Little-
lot of
little-
Glenn Campbell in there.
Little Jimmy Webb.
Mhm.
All right, I'll go. You know what? The hell with it. I'll go with Guy Clark as well.
It's unanimous. Okay.
Yeah, mainly because that's
Jimmy,
the
what'd
right,
you choose?
Oh, Guy Clark.
Okay.
mainly because that's the right answer.
Yeah.
Even though your name's Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I will side with songwriters over musicians at least like 85%
Sure,
of the time.
Unless it's all along the Watchtower.
There you go.
Right, yeah.
Unless you're Jimi Hendrix.
True.
Then you
Yeah.
win.
Stevie Ray Vaughan wins a lot for me in those,
Yeah.
but
We'll see.
We'll get to
All right.
Dylan later.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Here's the next one.
Two.
I love hearing it through the headphones.
Oh, songwriter.
It's a great kick.
Yeah, it is.
Little Rodney Crowell.
Oh,
right?
Mike, once
Give me
again.
Mr.
We're not going to be able to
Roseanne.
answer this one. This is going to be a tough one. I can already tell you.
Well, they're designed to be tough.
That is a tough one.
Yeah, if they were easy, it wouldn't be a game.
Very good.
to turn up my headphones?
Wait, sorry.
He's got it. So is this gonna go up against Buffett? No? Okay, good. Straight. Because that'd be a tough call. Straight. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I can already answer right now.
You have to listen to it.
Alright, I'll listen.
All right. So we got that one, right?
Rodney did
Well,
it.
Rodney
for
Crowell.
auto-tune.
Little Rodney Crowell.
What number am I? I'm too loud now. I'm sorry.
Jesus. Steve.
Sorry.
So right back where I had you. That's cool.
Yeah.
No, that's
I was
perfect.
just feeling it. I was like,
That's perfect. Here you
it's that 118 kicking me.
go.
Ooh.
I already know my answer though.
See, Jonas already hates this one.
Ooh.
No, I don't hate it. It's great. It is great.
That's not what your face said.
I already know what my
It's
answer
just
is.
100% funny. Let it go just a little because I know this song. I've known the song since it came out. I didn't realize it was an auto-tune song.
The first
Shit.
country song radio single that used
That used
auto-tune.
auto-tune.
That's not a female voice?
But no, that sort of robot voice.
No,
That was
this was
auto-tune,
the first country single on the radio that used auto-tune.
They didn't need it.
This one was?
Yeah.
It's kind of like
Like
Cher's.
with George
Do you
used
believe
auto-tune.
me?
He used it before anybody else in country
No
music.
kidding.
I thought that was a female voice singing behind him.
Nope.
I didn't know that was auto-tune.
Yep.
Yep.
It's auto-tune. No
Oh,
kidding.
wow.
So anyway,
You're hearing it
now
first right here, ladies and gentlemen. You don't get this kind of insider information from
No.
just any radio station, but you're getting it
And-
right
and-
here on Drinking Texas on KTAF Radio.
Rodney
That's
did
why
it
you
without
listen.
the
That's why you
auto-tune.
tune in every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday. That's why Lindsay Clark does.
yeah,
That's why you should.
you're not going to hear this stuff out of Eric Rains. I'll tell you that.
No.
We
No,
love
that's
Eric.
why Coach is listening too.
Yep.
Coach knew that.
Oh, see. But okay, so now that we've added the auto tune, let's ask Jonas what he thinks.
I didn't need the auto tune, but I like the original version better. But with that said, I think the process of writing a song, producing a song, and then sending it off to a huge star, it still is a great song, and I understand why. It's great with it was George Strait, right? George Strait.
Right, George Strait, yeah.
That's the way things should work. But I prefer the Rodney version, the original version, way more. Just because I'm more of a songwriter guy, I'm more of into that, and I don't know. I enjoy the process of seeing it go from songwriter to huge megastar, but I prefer the original version, 100%. And not that that has nothing to do with George Strait's version's amazing, but I like the songwriter version.
All right. Dan?
Oh, you want? Okay. So, if I had to choose, I would definitely choose Rodney Crowell's version. For me, it's a little more rootsy.
Right.
It's a little more earthy. It's a little more Texas. It's got that. I mean, like I asked Chip to turn it up a little bit. And I threw my head back and just wanted to just
It's got the.
let it soak in.
It's
you know?
got the.
Uh,
I don't know if it's dirt or whatever, but it's got something.
It's just got that
Yeah.
that earthiness, that
Yeah.
honesty
It's got a
to
little
it.
wang to it.
But it's got that little wang. To
Yeah.
it. Yeah, little wang. And I love George Strait's version. A little too polished for me. It's a little too polished.
I'm just glad you didn't make us compare it to the Buffett version.
Which
we
honestly is
almost did.
that's my favorite.
The Buffett
Yeah.
version, he does a
And I was
pretty good
expecting
job.
Buffett coming out.
Well, the Buffett version
that
is my
would've been
favorite,
hard.
and the only reason we didn't use that one is because we used Buffett on the last one,
Yeah.
and I try and mix it up a little. But yeah, I thought that's like his song. So when I heard Strait do it, because Jimmy did it a year or two before Strait did.
Yeah.
I go, oh, that's not a great cover.
Well, yeah, and I felt exactly the same way, and like, and you feel bad, kind of like, because it's King George, you know?
Right,
Like, you
right.
feel bad, like I still like, I'll sing along to it.
Well, the
Love
Buffett
know?
one's kind of like the Jimi Hendrix, like when he took All Along the Watchtower, he really made it his own,
Yeah.
you know, and I kind of feel like Buffett took that song and made it a Buffett song
Yeah.
somehow.
Agreed.
Unfortunately, Buffett's not on here.
Yeah. Agreed.
Well,
Agreed.
Buffett Good.
So-
Thank you, because we would use it.
So we're going with Rodney. Right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Rodney,
Rodney
for sure.
and
Jimmy, Rodney.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He
good.
didn't use auto-tune, and I've seen him in the last 3 years. I've seen him the last year and a half. I've seen him 3 times.
One of those times was in an airport bathroom.
Yes, and he still sounds exactly the same. And the acoustics in that bathroom were fucking awesome.
When Jimmy stuck up on him, he was like, "Ah!"
No, it was on the water.
So knowing that that's the first auto-tune country song, because I always thought that was a female.
Yeah.
It's got to be George at that point,
Oh.
because
Because
I mean
it's
he's
legendary.
Groundbreaking.
trending. I'm just kidding.
I was about to lose respect for you.
Yeah, like you had respect for
There's
him.
more respect.
Any semblance. That was gone a long time ago. Hey, we got a question from Coach, by the way.
Oh, Coach Stokes.
Oh yeah,
He texted you.
yeah. He texted me.
What does he want to know?
He's listening. He goes. He said, y'all are very close friends, very good friends. But there's got to be a little friendly competition over who sells the most CDs on Saturday, right?
Well, how many's Coach buying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
This CD release party,
Okay, I'm
who's selling the most?
gonna be real honest. This one's for Coach. You know. I'll tell you all the joke after the show is over. And my favorite thing about it is it's a parrot joke.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love
Oh
it.
yeah.
You've heard me say it. You've heard me tell it. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Before we run out of show, song number 3.
Song number 3.
All right, here we go.
Up there.
You making Mike stand up? Man.
Yes.
Bastard.
He need either one of them. I don't care which.
About a Mercury. Oh, I'm crazy about a
Seems to be a
Mercury.
commercial too.
Yes.
Running up and down the road.
But this is the cover.
How come I'm not your backup singer, by the way?
He can't afford you.
How come I'm not your backup
He
slash
can't afford
harmony
you.
singer?
Come sit on my lap. We can discuss it.
Damn right.
That's how show business works, though.
You don't have to tell me. I was a Disney's kid before.
Boy.
I don't want to go through that again. Though.
Well, like the backup singers for the Raelettes. The backup singers for Ray Charles.
Oh,
Raelettes.
yeah.
How do you become a Raelette? You have to let Ray.
Yeah.
All right, so this is what's his face?
Alan
Alan
Jackson.
Jackson.
We just
Hell yeah.
performed at Two Step In.
And the show got cut off in the middle of it.
Really?
They started it up a little bit later. Apparently, when he was playing "We're Gonna Have a Good Time," he told the crowd to come over the barriers
Oh,
and get
shit.
up next to the stage. And security said no.
So everybody's heard Alan Jackson's Mercury Blues. It was a cover in the '90s. It's probably the definitive version.
This is the one that I recognize.
This is a very old song. So the
cover of the cover.
the original version. I couldn't find the actual original. It's a 1948 blues song.
Oh, crazy about a Mercury.
It's called Mercury Boogie.
Okay.
So this is a
Cover of the cover,
It's-
but the original cover of the.
but yeah, so this,
cover of the
this is a
original, not
cover
this
from
cover.
2010, but it is done in the original style with the original lyric. And I didn't write down who the performer is.
What the fuck?
It's Camel John.
Oh, that's right, John Campbell John.
John
Yeah.
Camel Toe?
Close.
The fighting camel.
The fighting camel toes. So I would if I was going to revive an animal. Here we go.
Here we go. This came out in 2010.
This is 1952 recording?
No, it's a 2010
It's 2010.
Oh,
cover
2010.
of a
1948.
1948 song.
Oh. Oh.
Can you guys played the commercial version? There was a Texas commercial. You guys remember that?
Oh, I know.
Who did that?
I can't remember, but it was like one of the car. It was one of the car lots in Austin.
I think Ford just had
No,
that
they
as a
licensed
general-
the song for Mercury.
Did they?
Yeah.
I know my answer already.
And the
I got my
ZZ
answer,
Top
too.
black car was a Mercury 49 Mercury with the top chopped down.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna play this a little bit longer while Jonas goes and takes a shit. Mercury. That's number one, Jonas.
Mercury cruising up and down the road. Ooh.
Anybody want to kill that?
We're gonna Monday. Save it for Monday.
I mean, you could have grabbed the other one that was
Oh,
full.
that's nasty.
I didn't care which one it
Love
was.
that.
Another one's not open.
Oh, the other one's down here.
I don't care. Well,
What?
they're my favorite distillery at the moment.
If you want it, it's there. Grab that one.
They're my favorite Texas distillery right now. I'm not adulterating that. Number 5. Marlene and Heather are doing a hell of a job. That's all I know.
Crazy about
Mercury Ford.
Crazy about a Mercury Ford.
No question.
So,
No question in my book.
So.
Alan Jackson.
No
Who
question.
you got, Dan?
I don't know what was the name of that last band.
John Campbell John.
Campbell John.
Man, yeah, John got it. JCJ.
It's just
JCJ all day.
It's
That's
just
in
a-
my opinion, yeah.
very bluesy.
Oh
very
yeah,
cool.
I love that. I mean, in my opinion, like I've got to have, if I have the blues, and I've got to have bourbon, and some booty. But
And
no
white-
booty happened
and
tonight. I
white
got 2 of the
women.
3 right here. So. That's it right there, man. Ooh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I like that.
So the first one was Alan Jackson.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with that one.
See?
Really? You didn't like the second
That's
one?
what he grew up with.
Yeah, that's the one.
Because
Just
it sounds-
because
it
it's
sounds
nostalgic. I don't know. That's the one I know. That's one I like the other one a lot. I think it's cool. But no, I like the Alan Jackson. I don't know. That's what I like.
Mike.
Go with the original cover of the original.
Huh.
Hey, Campbell John, I just love the blues guitar. I love
Yeah.
That should be in your set.
I love the Mercury Ford.
You should have that in your set, Jonas. That's a good one.
That actually, yeah. I can see
Yeah,
that.
that'd be pretty cool.
You could slay
What?
that. You guys should thump that out.
So because that one said Mercury Ford, that kind of negates the competition because it's not the same song.
Well, it's a different title. It's Mercury Boogie.
Oh, I know. It's a different song. So you fucked up.
Mike's fault.
Mike's fault. Mike fucked up. Sorry, everybody. But no, you're. I do like. I love Alan Jackson's. That's the one I kind of grew up on because I'm way younger than you. But I do love that. I do love the bluesy one.
Oh man.
I'm down with the blues. I sing it every day.
When I'm having a little bourbon, the blues just goes hand in
I
hand.
woke up and I'm better looking than everybody. I got the better looking than me.
When I was in when I used to live in St. Louis,
I'm a sexy motherfucker. I got the sexy motherfucker blues.
we'd go to that East St. Louis and they'd lay down that blues. Woo!
Oh, yeah.
I guarantee.
All right, here's the next one.
Steal one more little Texas special.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
How do you like
Oh,
the Texas Special, by
shit.
the way? That beer.
I like it. If there's more, I need one.
Thank
Oh,
you.
Texas
No, hold on.
special.
He likes the light.
You want the light or the regular?
Light. Love it.
It's got the watch that English finger over there.
So this
I
is
just like
this is just recently released
Thank
on the general public. It's a Shiner beer, but they don't say Shiner on it because they're going after like Lone
It's a
Star and
special
Lone Star
brewery
Light.
beer.
Really?
Yeah. So
Interesting.
yeah. So around here we're the only ones that have the cans.
What's that retail for?
I don't know yet, honestly, because
Yeah,
it's
it's
got
in the
scores.
ballpark of Lone
Because if you're
Star.
going against Lone Star
Oh,
might
yeah.
be curious.
Yeah, because it's lower than it's less lower price than Shiner.
4.4, but it's this is 4.4.
Yeah.
Is it
Light is
comparable to like a Budweiser?
Budweiser's 4.2, so yeah.
But Bud Light's 4.2.
Feels Bud heavy.
Curious.
I know you want
It's
it.
alcohol, not calories.
I'm too curious.
Oh, I know this song.
Let's see.
It's a Luke Combs song.
That's Tracy
What's the
Chapman.
APV on Budweiser?
Oh, that phone worked well.
Wow, I'm cool. All right.
That's what I thought.
This is the
It was
beer
like a
of
stout,
summer
like a-
right here.
Oh yeah.
This is the beer of summer this
Well,
year.
so I know, folks. I know if you're listening, we're talking over the song. I apologize, but that's how good this Texas Special is. It's a beer that Shiner has come out with. It was the first beer that they came out with after Prohibition.
This
And,
one.
yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely, yeah. And it lasted for a long time. In the '60s, it just faded out. Nobody knows why. Then they stuck with the Shiner, the Bach, and created the different ones. The Kolsch, what's your favorite?
Well, summer stock, which is the
Summerstock,
Kolsch.
which is the Kolsch. The Premium, which was one of the original beers, and they had just come back out with the Texas Special original recipe, and it is it's not going to say Shiner on it. It's going to say K Special Brewery, the Cosmo Special, but it is absolutely 100% made by Shiner Beer. It's a Texas beer, thus the Texas Special, where Lone Star is not anymore.
Nope.
So Lone Star, the official national beer of Texas, is not even owned by a Texas company.
That's wrong.
Yeah, they're actually owned by, if I remember correctly, a Russian company.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
We need to buy them.
I would love that. But Texas Special is absolutely phenomenal, and it's going to be. If you go to your bars, it's already on tap. Around here, nobody has it in cans yet. We're the only ones. Actually, the only other place is Tejas Beer Company, or Tejas Meat Company. Excuse me, in Georgetown that
we
has
go there for the
cans.
beer.
The cans are supposed to come out in May. So you two fine
That's my
gentlemen. Oh, Premium is fantastic. You two fine gentlemen are one of the lucky ones that get it
That's what
before,
it reminds me of.
yeah,
For anybody else, yeah.
before anybody else. So
I'm honored.
you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank y'all for coming on. This is how we reward y'all for coming on. And
Well,
Hey.
that and the cheese.
That one's good right there.
Yeah, that's a great cheese. All right, so we just played Tracy Chapman. Everybody
Tracy
knows that
Chapman,
one.
y'all know this song.
So
Yep,
the cover,
yep,
the
yep.
cover is not Luke
Here's the
Bryan.
cover, and this
It's
is
not Luke
or
Combs?
not Luke Combs.
yeah, no, and this is a lot for Jonas, I think.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
No, shut up.
I figured you'd
You
like
shut
this
your
one.
whore mouth, Jonas.
They might have thrown him out
Oh,
of the band.
he just came back. He just came
That's
back.
pretty
to us.
cool.
is that Ian Moore?
That's Blackstone Cherry.
Blackstone Cherry? Yeah.
It's funny when they have the headphones on, they start yelling.
What?
Hey!
Right, yeah.
And then Blackstone Cherry!
That's the whiskey.
I didn't take that off. Okay. Oh, that's good. Blackstone Cherry, man.
Blackstone Cherry does. They do great originals, but they do amazing covers.
That's a good one.
Every time I hear a Tracy Chapman song, they're like, because you hear them and you don't know who sings them, right? They always have this old feel to them. And I love them.
Agreed, yeah.
Like, she's one of those artists that, like, I will listen to everything she puts out.
She's got Mother Earth in her heart.
Yes.
She's got this old soul.
It's just old.
She doesn't put out
That's alright. I mean, that song sounds like it's from the 50s or something, you know, when she does it.
What I love about this cover, though, it's completely different.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's
badass cover.
It's a really good cover.
Yeah.
And you, when at the very beginning, you were like, nope,
Nope.
nope, no,
They
it wasn't
brought
this
you
one.
back.
No, it wasn't this one at all. Oh, wait a second.
But they
Yeah.
brought you back.
Wait a second, drinking Turkey.
I gotta say, I'm still voting for Tracy Chapman, but man, that was really good.
Mhm.
It,
Yeah.
that
it
was
definitely
really good.
surprised me. I don't know how you want to take my vote, but
Probably over the microphone.
I'm still with Tracy. But damn, that was badass.
Yeah, that was badass. I agree.
Yeah.
I'm with Jonas on that. Tracy
It's-
Chapman.
Yeah, I mean
Uh,
that was bad. That was they win the cover championship of the night.
Yeah, they almost swayed me just because it was
Yeah.
so different, and like we've
Yeah.
been all about the songwriter
Yeah,
to this
yeah,
point. I was like,
it was
I'm
cool
gonna
as shit.
want to change on
Yeah.
Tracy because, but I mean, I remember the first time I heard that song, I was like, that's a great song.
Yeah, you can't.
Uh-huh.
But Tracy Chapman just has so many memories for me, so it's hard to beat that because me and Tracy have been through so much
Yeah.
together. It's really hard.
Jonas hooked up with his first lesbian.
You and T-Race.
Yes.
Mike,
No, I know what it means because that Tracy Chapman song was big for me, and it's one of those ones where I heard it and I knew it.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, it's hard to.
So I've been a fan since the first time I heard that song. However, I just love the way
Yeah, they
they
killed it.
stepped on it and just
They
Yeah.
killed
they,
it.
they didn't just play it; they just created something new.
It's
Yeah.
like the all around the watchtower, all along the
Yeah.
or all around or under
All
the
on.
watchtower.
Yeah,
something about a watchtower.
something about
Something
Watch
about-
Talk
Tower.
about that 118
And
proof.
who
Oh, I love-
put a watch on the tower?
I love the way he just called Jonas out on that one. Because you've been talking about
Yeah,
Watchtower
Right?
all
Yeah.
day.
I mean, yeah.
Here's a perfect example of what you're talking about. Nope. All right.
You're right. No, you're
So,
right.
Jimmy, who do you got?
Oh, Tracy, all the way.
All right. Hey, what is the main rule of this game?
And we drink.
If we rub Chip's titty, he'll agree with me.
Nobody's
Nope.
wrong unless you disagree with Chip.
Yep. And y'all are wrong because Blackstone Cherry murdered that song.
Yeah, they did.
and
They did.
I
that
can't
is-
argue with
Yeah,
that.
Can't
that
argue
is-
with it, yeah.
I'm with it. I'm now. In
Now,
in
don't
all,
go backwards. Don't.
No.
Don't soften the
I'm
blow.
not
Bring the hammer.
because I'm a huge Blackstone Cherry fan. Because God dang,
Yeah.
Yeah,
if you
they
don't know
killed it.
them, if you don't know them and you listen,
You
check
look,
it out
some,
because
look some of their
good
stuff up. Wow.
Lord, they are good.
No, it was good. It was really good.
All right, here's number 4 or 5 real quick.
Five.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Y'all know which this is?
Yeah.
All right,
It's
so
Old
there's
Crow
that one.
Medicine Show.
Yeah, that's Old Crow Medicine Show.
what are you trying to do? Is kill the buzz here? What's going on here?
There you go.
Y'all know who this is?
Yes. You're lucky.
Who booty is this?
Yep. All right, so that was Hootie the Blowfish.
Right. No, it wasn't. But
Darius Rucker.
Darius Rucker.
Yeah, the same shit.
But you gotta be careful here. So first off, it was originally
Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan from Pat Garrett, Billy the Kid, but he only wrote the wagon
Yes.
wheel part. He didn't write the rest of the
So
song.
he
Old Crow
wrote it with
Medicine
yeah,
Show.
Old Crow wrote the rest of it, right?
Uh-huh.
So you got to decide when you make your vote. You got to decide whether you're hipster or racist. Go.
I'm both.
Jonas.
Just kidding.
No, I'm 100% on Old Crow Medicine Show.
Ah, so
100%.
racist.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, totally. Oh yeah, jeez, yeah. That's awful. I got kicked out of my neighborhood.
That's why he voted for Tracy Chapman.
Yeah.
She's the biggest racist you'll find.
Well, he had never seen her.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Old Crow Medicine Show. Well, let's put it this way. I've always loved that song, the Old Crow Medicine Show, until I heard the other version. And I was never really a fan of the other version. But Old Crow.
Hold on, you always loved Old Crow Medicine
Yeah,
Show
I liked
until
it
you
until
heard the other
you
version.
heard
I didn't like the other
And
one.
then you didn't like the other version, so you're like, yeah, fuck them both.
He didn't like the
No,
he didn't
I
like
think
the other
he-
version so much.
Then he said, fuck them both.
You know what? This song though is very controversial because it's got the Sweet Home Alabama.
It's got a
Curse.
stigma to it.
It's got a
Well,
stigma to it
Margaritaville had
because
it.
here's why.
Margaritaville
Yeah,
had it.
Margaritaville has it too.
Really?
So
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
because
I haven't heard
here's
this.
why.
Overplayed.
Because it's in. Because and the funny thing is.
Oh, okay. That,
Overplayed.
Everybody loves
like-
to hate these songs, but if you're in a band, a cover band, and you're playing a bar late at night, and you play Margaritaville, you play
Hotel California.
Hotel California,
Stairway
you
to
play
Heaven.
Man, nobody plays her, but you play all those songs. Margaritaville for sure, Sweet Home Alabama for sure, and you play
Brown Eyed Girl.
Wagon Wheel, Wagon Wheel, Brown Eyed Girl. You
And
play
Freebird.
those songs. No,
No. Freebird costs $300.
Everybody requests Freebird.
A lot of people can't play Freebird, but everybody can play Wagon Wheel, and then it gets shit on by everybody.
Right.
But god dang, that song gets everybody. If you
It's a
want,
good song.
it's,
Oh, everybody will sing.
everybody
it's a
will
great
get
song.
on the dance floor if
It's
you
a
play
great
Sweet Home
song.
Alabama.
It's amazing.
If you
well
play-
written song.
If you play
I
Wagon Wheel, if you play all those songs, they get on the dance
They-
floor.
and there's a lot of stages you show up to and they say you can play anything you want, just don't play Wagon Wheel.
Yeah.
No, I'm not even joking. There will be
No, I
songs
know.
like
So there's 4 songs in Nashville. I can remember a couple of them. They're $100 songs. You have to put $100 in.
Sure,
In the bar will tell the artist,
Yeah.
you cannot play these songs unless somebody
Yeah.
tips you $100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is Freebird.
Yeah.
Freebird.
It is
Wagon.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Yeah.
It is They Went Down to Georgia.
Not one I have.
And there, Dick Down in Dallas.
I'll pay $100 for that one.
What's it called?
Dick Down in Dallas.
Dick Down Dallas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are the 4, and you cannot play. They tell you
They tell you.
you cannot play those songs unless somebody tips you $100. So people come up and request them all the time, and they're like, "I'm sorry, unless there's a $100 bill in that jar,
Yeah.
Yeah.
this establishment will not let. The establishment will shut them down."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who you
So
got?
on the way over, I told Jonas. I said, if I could die and come back and be reincarnated, what kind of band would I want to play in?
String band.
And that's Old Crow Medicine Show.
Yeah,
Like, I
100%.
that's what I wanted to be. Yeah. So I got to go with Old Crow.
Well,
Medicine Show.
here's the thing. The first time I heard that song, I loved it. And this is what I mean.
Darius
Like, I
Rucker was
love.
so bad that you don't like it.
It wasn't bad. It just got. It just.
Too commercial.
It's just too commercial.
No soul. No
It was,
soul.
no,
to it.
yeah.
Took
The
out
Old Crow
all-
Man, the first time I heard it is before it was a big deal. Before people complained about the song, it was great. And the Old Crow Medicine Show is the shit. Darius Rucker is way too pop, and it ruined the song for me.
That's the thing.
It ruined the song.
Rucker's
I don't
fine, but
think
it's
that
pop.
Darius Rucker ruined the song. In my opinion, I think that
He
just,
ruined
it
it.
just radio overplayed it.
Well, it's just like
It got overplayed too much.
Like Rihanna.
And his version, in my opinion, like it's
it's not. It's generic.
it's.
He's got a generic version.
Generic.
Hold on, Mike.
What
Your
you
turn.
got, Mike?
Oh yeah, that's the thing. I don't think there's anything wrong with Darius Rucker's version.
There's not.
Except
Right?
that it's a
Nothing
pop
wrong.
A
song.
little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
It's a pop song. It's,
It's
not,
too
it's
clean. It's too processed. It's too
It's too black.
much.
Is what Jonas is saying. I'm
Too
joking.
much bass.
First off, if you know Jonas,
What
you
is
know
that?
I'm
Is that
absolutely 100% joking.
It's not. It's made like a
So,
whiskey.
all right, here's the.
It's
I'm gonna go with
Sounds fun. Let's do
Old
it.
Crow because I agree with you 100%. I don't know why Mike put that in there except for just to
Well,
mess with you.
Just-
that
Old
Old Crow
Crow,
version before it became
No, I like
famous
that.
and popular was it's still a great song.
Well,
but-
the name of the show is, or name of this game is Who Did It Best.
Right.
So,
Right.
Yeah.
and if it was easy, it wouldn't be on
all
the
right.
list.
Last
Yeah,
one.
you're
Last
right.
one.
Last one.
Damn right. All right, here's the last one. Here, Mike.
Is this Tina Turner?
No. This is the original.
Okay, but it's better than all the rest.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
that sounds
Oh,
like Tina. That sounds like Tina.
Bruce Springsteen. Braun, almost said
Not
Braun.
John Boy.
John Boy would be pissed if I go against him, but fucking Bruce is so good.
I was so happy to see John Boy so freaking happy
Yeah.
over Lone Star Luau.
Amen.
And Party Girl too. Man, he was so happy.
You guys need to know our friend John Boy.
You need to
guys-
get him up.
You met John Boy.
You need to get
They
him
need
up
to
for
meet
your
John
show.
Boy.
You need to get John Boy and Eric and Gina up for your show.
Oh, we've been trying to get Eric and Gene.
Oh
We
my
just haven't been
God.
able to schedule it
Just
yet.
don't play Wagon Wheel.
We're playing Wagon Wheel now. We love Eric and Gina. We love John.
You would love to, and John Boy too. You would love to have them on your show.
Bruce Springsteen. That's it.
That's it. That's
All right,
the
so
Bruce.
that's the Bruce Springsteen.
You're gonna
version.
put Bruce against Tina?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this
I
is
might have
this
an easier
is
time.
this
They're
is
gonna
Texas
put 'em
band. Hold on.
Ooh, that's really good. I hear this in my phones.
It's Saturday night. You're all dressed up in blue. I've been watching you a while. Maybe you've been watching.
Gentlemen, if you're next to a female at the moment,
So
just let her take in this song and slip your arm around the back of her neck.
somebody's heart in
Because she's going to slide into that little slot that you call your arm. She's going to sit down, and the rest of the night's up to you, but you're welcome with this little portion of it.
Some girls they wanna have some
Talk to you, Lizzie, and Coach.
Man, that's a great cover. That is such a good cover. That's really good.
10 points if you know who
You
it
are
is.
welcome.
That's a,
I don't. All right. 12 points.
I know. Memphis Key?
Nope.
Although we should talk to him about this one.
So that
Yeah,
is that is Midland out of New Braunfels.
Oh wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Midland.
God dang it. Jimmy's
Holy shit!
Yeah. Covering little the boss.
That's really good.
I mean,
That's
because
really good.
I know that song from Chris Ledoux, like Bruce Springsteen's Secondary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Now they're third there.
yeah,
Jonas, who you got?
I go with Midland.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wow.
Dan.
Bruce!
So you don't want to get laid. It's all right.
No, listen, the Midland version almost converted me, but I'm thinking back to like how I first heard that song, and I don't know if you ever seen there. Once upon a time, there was a Netflix thing. It was just Bruce, his guitar, and his stories, and that was like an
And
epiphany.
three people's moms.
Man, that he was talking about how he's, and so that's in just etched in my soul. But the Midland version, I'm like, ooh, that is.
I'm not familiar with either version, so the Midland struck me a little bit harder.
Nice.
Yeah.
well,
The Midland version's like Bruce, except if he could sing.
Oh.
Oh, easy now, easy,
It's like-
easy.
True story, though.
Not really.
Yeah,
no,
it's-
Bruce is.
No, is he though?
Great.
Is he? You know, I always
Bruce
I
is
always
great,
know
man.
Bruce as the
Second-rate Beaver Brown band.
no, yeah. I was gonna say the cover band for I just lost his name.
What is that?
Son of a bitch. Johnny. Oh God,
Johnny Paycheck.
No,
you know who I'm talking about.
no.
Yeah, you do. He pays the band everywhere he goes, and Bruce wanted to talk to him, and he wouldn't talk to him.
George Thorogood.
He shit on woman's chest.
Showing Mama's chest. What?
They were a Cleveland Steamroller.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, I tell you,
Chuck
what,
Berry?
Chuck Berry. Thank
Oh, okay.
you. Yeah. So I always think
He always
Bruce
pays
is
him.
I will tell you what.
is Chuck Berry's backup band. So I'm gonna go with Midland on this.
They're both amazing. That
Chuck Berry's
It's like
backup band is amazing.
one A, one B.
I didn't have any history with the song, so I thought they were both great.
Thank you for knowing Chuck Berry, by the way.
Oh yeah, no,
And by the way, it took, ladies and gentlemen, it took someone crapping on somebody's chest for him to
From
go,
to know
Chuck-
who that was. As soon as you said that, I knew it was
I
Chuck
got a
Berry.
great Chuck Berry story. I'll tell you
I
later. I won't
mean,
take any more time though. But I got a
I
great
grew
Chuck
up
Berry
with Chris
story.
Ledoux, so
Yeah. Chris Ledoux, I don't think everybody ever crapped on somebody's chest, but
So
no.
we got about 10 minutes left. You guys want to do a song?
Let's do
Yeah.
after party.
Let's do
yeah,
it.
we're doing an after party because
Oh,
they don't
oh.
have the guitars tuned up.
Oh, okay.
But they do have a song that we have that we went into the show with.
You want a live song? That's like
No, we're after because y'all don't. It's gonna. We got 11
we got 10
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we
we're
do
live.
have a show that y'all duetted on,
A song.
Yeah.
and what did I say?
Show.
Yeah. Anyway,
Is
so
it just you and I?
Yeah.
Our cover of Sheena Easton
Yeah.
and Eddie Rabbit.
But this is
That was that Dirty Dancing song. Time of my life.
yeah. See, we should.
See?
I'm a backup. I'm a backup. Oh, God,
You're
damn.
hired.
You're Big Spoon.
Especially on my softball team.
Big Spoon.
No, Vicky, don't know me. He's like, he can't sing.
All right, so we're gonna play the one y'all did together. It's called.
I ain't drunk.
We ain't drunk. We're just drinking.
We are just drinking.
So where'd that song come from?
We're drinking Texas.
Goddamn
Drinking
right.
Texas. I'll have what drinking Texas is having.
Which is
Stop.
beer, whiskey, and tequila.
Yeah.
What is
And
that?
this stuff.
This
And
is,
Totem.
And Totem.
We'll be right back.
Moonshine.
Hold
what
on.
is that?
Mm.
This is the best version.
This is an annual.
This is how I was born. Sitting
This
around a
is-
table.
This is live. When we recorded this, this is me, Tim, and Matt live playing it. We just overdubbed our vocals. That's it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then he did the keyboard. That keyboard's
Is that Dave?
freaking. Oh no, that's Buka. Buka Allen. Listen to that keyboard.
What do you think?
What is that?
So it's
called Totem.
It's Totem. It's made by real ale, real spirits.
By real ale? Like the beer maker?
Yeah. Do you remember the story?
Not exactly.
That is.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's like a. It's almost. It's like a Rumpelmans or a.
Hold on. So what they do is they go out and they shoot a hog.
They shoot a what?
A hog.
Hog.
Yeah. Not like the fat girl, but a hog. And then they distill the spirit
Of the hog.
through the hog. So they distill the spirit through the hog. And they go out, no, they drain the hog, but they also go out and forage the local vegetation.
So-
the herbs, the spices, everything else.
Yeah, so
and whatever they
It's got like a
find,
sotol kind
Yeah,
of.
there's
vibe.
juniper in there.
yeah,
There's
whatever they can find
rosemary.
locally,
Whatever they can find locally.
That's
they
great.
get it and they throw that in there as well. So it's through a hog with the local herbs. So it's all local.
You're just making this
I-
shit up
I'm
as
not-
you go.
I wish I was.
He's totally making
It,
this shit.
it sounds.
No, I wish I was because it
it tastes
sounds
like a
unbelievable.
gin. It tastes like a gin, but it's distilled like a
It
whiskey.
tastes to me like a.
Yeah, and then
There's a gin quality to it, but it's also like a triple sec, kind of like a.
but when they're done, they have a huge party where they take this hog that all this
Booze has gone
booze has
through.
gone through and shred it and have tacos.
But they do it once a year.
Yeah.
It's that guitar solo.
Wait,
He didn't take lessons from that guy.
Yeah,
I
it's
know,
so
he's good.
it's so different.
It's completely unique.
Yeah, it's
I'm
so
glad you
weird.
shared that with me. Because when you poured, I'm like, okay, I've had tequila, I've had bourbon, I'm not sure what that is.
I'm not sure.
But I'm like, I don't want to lose my fucking street cred by saying mix on the drinking
It does
station.
taste like hog, though.
Dude, you can. We judge. I'm not saying that. We
I don't want to
absolutely
be judged at all.
No, I judge all
Oh,
the
we
time.
judge.
I'm sure you do.
But
Especially with my Buffalo Bison comment. I was kind of judging myself on that one. I think, is there a difference between a bison and a buffalo?
They sell bison at the Pop Dotties.
I'm not sure there's bison or buffalo anymore.
The bison, you can still get a hamburger.
Okay.
The bison is an American buffalo. It's not
But
a
I'm
wild
not sure
buffalo.
that, I think all buffalo one is.
I don't know.
I know her.
Let's see. Are there still
The
buffalo?
difference is bison don't have wings.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, those
Yes,
are buffalo
okay.
wings. You can still get them as buffalo
Hold
wings.
on.
Okay.
Hold on.
225.
Right, you want
Now we're
to do?
back on duty.
You want to do 5 questions? You want to do a couple of items? What?
That's it.
5 questions or a
What's
couple
5
of-
questions?
I ask questions.
Okay. And what's the other?
I got answers.
So that's possibly our next opening song
You could be.
called I Ain't Drunk. I'm just drinking.
Yeah, I mean that's a great thing. Yeah.
So how did that come about?
Dan.
It was a very.
Dan wrote the song and he's like,
You
hey,
said
look
you
what I
hung
did.
up the song? Okay.
You know what we
It
should
was no. It
Jonas
was,
was
no.
like, you know what we should do? Write a
We-
song
I'm
about
gonna-
I ain't
I'm
drunk,
gonna
just
tell you.
drinking. And he goes,
It was a weird thing. We were all together and it just popped.
I'm going to tell you right now. It was a night very much like tonight.
Yeah.
We're sitting around a table like this.
Yeah.
it was Jonas, Tank, me, and he started laying on that riff. And I started flowing, and just like
We ain't drunk.
making shit up.
I'm just drinking.
And I remember, like, when I was like really young, there was a song I heard, like, tight pussy, loose shoes, and a warm place to shit. Like, I mean, like, that was like a song.
Okay.
That's or a checklist.
What band was that?
I don't know, but I remember, like, I've never found it since. But we started going into it, and so I started just making stuff up, like, my friend Jonas, he's a rock star.
Yeah.
Like Shreddy Van Halen on the old guitar. And his lovely wife Jessica was there, and we're just passing. But I had it on my phone, like I can play it for you after the show. And so we just like kind of went, like, I think we have something there. So
The cool thing about the song is we can take that to any event or any party or whatever gig we're playing, and whoever's there, we can make up a verse really
Yeah.
quick
Oh, yeah.
about whoever's there. So if you're there, we can make up a verse about drinking Texas. If
I think
Sonny Jim's
I
there, we
think
can
you
make
have
up
before.
all the people that we know, we can make up a verse for them.
I made one up for y'all,
Yeah.
Yeah.
didn't I?
Yeah.
And so that's
We
what
did
makes
that
it
last
fun.
time we were here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did one. Yeah, you want to hear it?
Yeah.
It goes. If it's still in my notes here, I'm looking at my notes. Keep talking.
Okay.
Oh. You do. Ba-dum.
Ba-dum-ba-bum.
Mike and Chip.
Ba-ba-bum.
Who's drinking Texas show?
Ba-ba-bum.
Always live.
Ba-ba-bum.
Texas Shiner Studio.
Ba-ba-bum.
There's no amount of
Ba-ba-bum.
booze they can't handle.
Ba-ba-bum.
Because they don't do shots. They only drink samples.
This is
We
true.
ain't drunk. We're just drinking. We ain't drunk. We're just drinking. We ain't drunk. We're just drinking. We ain't drunk. We're just drinking.
Nice. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I thought we did one the album.
Yeah.
There you go.
So we got 3 minutes left. Mike, you want to throw out a couple questions?
I can throw out a couple questions.
answer is
I
yes.
want to know, Jonas, what was your best boat story?
My best boat story?
Yeah, I know you got boat stories.
Oh boy.
You grew up on a boat.
I grew up on sailboats.
I
So
know this.
I mean, just off the top of my head, I remember waking up. I've got better boat stories that I can't talk because they're not PG.
Because his
As a
uncle's still
child.
alive.
I have a lot. So when I was a kid, well, when I was a teenager, and we needed a place to go, we would go to the boat, and that's where we went with our lady friends. But
Oh, if this boat's a rocking.
but when I was a kid, I remember waking up, and I had my little spot in the boat, and I'd wake up and I'd get up, and then we would always see dolphins. Like we'd be sailing along the Bahamas, dolphins swimming. That's the innocent version, and I love that. That meant a lot to me, and it was really, really cool, and it's always going to be memorable.
The sad story is when he was young, Santa could never find the boat.
That's my song, Sailing on Christmas. If you haven't heard Sailing on Christmas, that's what that's about, because it's a true story.
Yeah.
And it's all those little children living on boats out in the
And
Caribbean.
worried about how
Which is-
Santa gonna
it's a
find
big
me.
deal.
Which is just Jonas.
Yeah. I had like one friend, and we would always, like every 6 months, we'd meet up on an island with a coconut
Aw.
and play coconut baseball or something.
This is mainly just Jonas throwing the coconut at his friend.
And my sister.
Yeah.
It
Named
was
Wilson.
too young to
Named
play.
Wilson.
Yeah.
Dan,
What was the question?
what's your best bar game? Like
My best what?
bar game. Like if you go to a bar and they got games,
Ring on a
darts,
string.
but
Ring
like-
on a string.
Really?
Yeah, Ringmaster, Ring on a String. What
I
do you
got
want to
that
call
for
it?
Christmas.
That's my favorite.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean,
He's also really good about taking his shirt off and whipping around his head and running into the street.
I do. That's not a very good game, though. I'm not very good at that.
Well, I mean,
He's coming.
I
third
like to
three
do
times.
it, but I'm not very good at it.
no, you were really good at it in New Orleans.
I've got video proof that I'm not good at it.
All right, last one. Both of you. What singer/song are you currently listening to? Heavy rotation.
Dawes.
What?
Dawes.
No, that's a
Like-
programming
Like
device.
who let the dogs out?
No, it's a band. Dawes. Oh, brother.
Dawes, they're amazing, yeah.
The new CD from
So good.
Dawes. Dawes. My favorite. It's on constant rotation. It's really good. Maybe not for everybody.
What
but
type
it's
of
good.
music?
It's they're from California. It's It's band. I mean, it's like drums, bass, guitar. I don't know how else to put
Most
it.
bands.
Yeah.
I know, but listen, 2025. How many drums, bass, guitar bands are out there these days? For real?
I think all of them.
There's
No,
there's
there's
not.
not is,
I mean,
really, pretty
aside
much.
from the
Plus or
retro,
minus.
like new bands, there's not a lot of new bands. For real, there's not a little. It's just
Okay.
not out there.
And for me, like right now, on constant rotation is Jesse Rice's new
Oh,
EP.
that's great.
It's called
Yeah.
Latitude or Longings and
Yeah, that's
Latitudes
pretty good.
and Longings. Latitudes and Longings.
Okay.
I'm gonna answer
Four.
for
It's
you.
just four. It's 4 songs.
If you don't have that, you gotta have
It's
that.
great.
That and plus his last, his
Well,
last
man,
pirate
yeah.
session.
Everything's Jesse Rice. Is
Yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah, great.
I'm gonna answer for Chip. He's all he listens to is the video of Ella Langley's "You Look Like You Love Me."
Just her version though.
That's it though.
I don't.
Just her parts.
Don't know.
I have
That's
it
all.
on vinyl.
Mike, how about you?
Me, I'm not listening to anything right now.
Hey, you're
Baseball.
So, how much time we got left?
We're out.
Oh, well,
We're out.
shit.
Oh,
Thank
Jordan
you so much
Jackson.
for having us.
All
Jordan
right.
Jackson's listening. Hey, what's up, dude?
Oh, nice.
I just got a message.
Ah,
Trying to think. Who am I listening to right now?
Jackson Dean for me, called Century. It's an acoustic version of this song, and then his band pops in right at the very end of it. It is amazing. Holy shit, it's
Nice.
amazing.
Really.
Yeah, dude. The song is, if you listen to the words, not so much. But if you just the vibe through the whole song, and then his band is just, it builds up, and then boom. God
What's the name of the band?
dang. Jackson, I think it's Jackson Dean.
Jackson Dean? Yeah. Yeah.
And the Century is
Sorry, play Jackson Dean the Century. Are we still in the air?
No,
Yes.
oh, well, we are, but
What?
we're about
Yes,
to sign
we
up.
are. And
Yeah.
tell them, remind them about Back Porch and the
Yeah. So everybody remember Backport Social at 2:00 on Saturday,
Saturday, yeah.
2 to 5.
Bring a camping chair if you have one, just in case, because
Yeah.
the seating is kind of limited. But Stony Gable's going to kick things off. You've never seen Stony Gable. You
Yeah.
guys need to have
Phenomenal.
Stony Gable on the show.
Stony
He is like the
Hilarious.
funniest guy and writes the most amazing songs. If you grew up listening to the people that I listen to, that Stony listened to,
You got to have Stoney on.
you've got to have him on the show.
You will not regret that.
Like he's a big,
Yeah.
big, like
I'm
Roger Miller
I'm already regretting
kind of guy. I'm telling you, Stoney's
Yeah.
Stoney's great. And,
We'll talk to him on the show.
Yeah.
We'll try to get him lined up.
I hope
and,
so.
and Dan Sullivan, full band.
Does that include Jonas?
It's basically Jonas Lawrence band backing up Dan Sullivan, but
But it's great.
that's
It's
why
gonna
this
be great.
album's called Friendships, because of Jonas Lawrence. I
That's
love
right,
his
right.
friendship. He's the best guy
Friendships.
ever, and I love him.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Hey, thanks for
Thanks for me
being here.
crash. Actually,
Y'all are fucking awesome. You know y'all are some of our favorite people. So thank you for being here. We will be there on Saturday. So if you want to come hang out with the Drinking Texas Radio crew, come hang out with us. Enjoy a phenomenal show. If you don't know what Trop Rock is, come out, check it out, because it's going to blow your mind. The vibe alone is going to be worth your time.
Yep.
So come
Thank
out.
you. Thank
Plus, Backport Social is an amazing place.
Thank y'all so much for having us.
Absolutely. Thank you for being
Love
here.
you both.
We love y'all. So
Tolerate Jimmy over there.
Yeah. So this has been the Drinking Texas Radio Show on KTAFradio.com. Stay Texas, everybody.